keep telling you guys I'm gonna lose my license if you keep doing this bullshit.
I think the mics need to be a little bit.
Someone calls you a lawyer.
Can you not?
Yeah.
No. Can you sit
what was a shelf grandma? Shelf elf? Elf shelf. Elf on a shelf.
I mean, turn it up.
I did. It's all the way up.
It's all the way up.
Can I just call Nico out for just 1 second? You're gonna find really funny. I remember last time when we were saying your name, you were like, I don't know who Nico is. I'm called Chopper, and we were like, you literally introduced yourself as Nico on the podcast, and you were like, no, and then you did. I saw it. I'm calling you out right here, right now. No distractions.
Why are you here then?
No, I'm sorry.
What's up, you guys?
Nah, I'm low energy today, man. You're definitely leading today's podcast.
What's up, you guys? We're back. Okay.
I didn't say all that, did I?
That's literally how you started the last. You were like, "What's up, you guys?" I was like, "That's such a typical YouTube."
I've been watching my YouTube guy, Phil DeFranco. That's why I said.
Oh, that's how he started.
He screams like that how he starts it, so I was like, okay.
Why are you wearing this?
I'm just in a mood. Don't be fair. Don't be like him. Nobody.
Okay.
He's not a good role model.
Who's he?
Huh?
What are we calling him?
He's fine. It's all right. He doesn't want to be. He
Is
definitely doesn't want to be
like,
named.
don't call me out. So in the last episode, we ended it off with the experiment where it has a bunch of questions that you ask each other, and it's supposed to be an experiment that if anyone does it, they can fall in love. So we got to like question 23. It got really, really deep and intense, and so we're gonna end off with that, and we're gonna finish off the questions.
How much questions is the total?
I think it's 35. Something like 35. So
Then
we're
like 24?
just like another like 11. Yeah,
Questions,
like
something like that? Okay.
11, 12 episodes. So, I have my
I thought it was a
topics-
little too much,
Yeah, it was a little too much.
She had
We were actually starting to like each other.
Her boyfriend's on set. I was looking him directly in the eyes. I was asking her questions. I was like,
Look, we were actually
I'm talking
becoming
shit.
friends.
I'm talking shit. Wait, were we not friends before this? Are we coworkers?
I don't know. I really don't. Let's move on.
That's fun. We're gonna talk about that after this.
Okay, no, it's okay. I'm just joking. Okay, we were obviously friends before, but then we got to know each other better. All right, whatever. I'm moving on. So, I talked to you about this earlier, but I was just saying how like I had a terrible week because apparently there's something called the keto flu.
Didn't know that's not a real thing.
It is a real thing.
That's not a real
It's
thing.
really fucked up. So the last week I was addicted to these keto bagels. So I mentioned a lot that I have celiac, and most of the restaurants that make a lot of gluten-free food tend to be keto restaurants and things like that. So the last week I've realized that I literally was only eating these keto bagels I was addicted to. They were just regular bagels, okay? Like in my defense, they were like cheese, bacon wrapped bagels.
What's a keto bagel?
A keto bagel, so keto is like, I think it's like low carb, really low carb or low sugar and all fat, something like that.
Low carbohydrates.
It's low carbohydrates.
And all fats are the primary.
And yeah, fat is like the primary thing to eat. And I've heard it's really bad for women. It's like actually pretty good for men in terms of their bodies because it can mess with women's hormones if you go on a ketogenic diet. It's controversial actually, but anyways.
Let's stay on topic. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
So for the last week, all I was eating were these bagels. They were so good. And Jacques watched me down like 4 of them in a row. And he was like, you shouldn't eat that much. Like, that's a lot. He's like, that's a lot of fat. And that's a lot. Like, it's so heavy for you to eat. And it's going to make you feel sick. So I was like, oh, maybe that's why I've been having headaches and feeling nauseous and feeling like I'm going to die. I literally felt like I had the flu. And so I looked it up. I'm like, can eating a lot of keto foods like at once, like it was for a week that I was eating this stuff. Can it make you feel sick or whatever? And there's something called the keto flu where if you suddenly go on a keto diet, all you eat are keto foods, you can literally get flu-like symptoms and get really sick, and that's what I was going through. So I thought So
is that why you were feeling like that all week long?
Yes, all week I felt like shit.
There it is. Carbohydrates.
And it messed with my
it's
hormones.
good for the body and soul. Makes you feel better on a regular basis.
But I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't look into why that is. I don't know if it's like a cleansing thing.
Doesn't
you
matter.
Feel better after.
Eat meat.
So yeah. So that's why I've been bitching.
So it's not me. So this is you.
You know what?
So no, just say to look.
Hey, I stopped.
It is you.
I stopped eating the keto food though, and I feel better.
And you feel better? How long did that take?
Literally like a day. I was shocked. Like, I felt, like, instantly better when I stopped eating those bagels and I started eating normal food. I'm like, I feel great. So, there was that.
Stick to my fast food restaurants. It's all good.
I don't think that's any better.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, did you have something?
Sandbox update on where we're at. So we're finally, Nikki was here on Wednesday.
I saw
so
that,
we're finally getting back into the skits and such. So that was the podcasts are getting good and whatever, and we're kind of steady on them, but I don't want to lose what we do. Oh, and we have 2 large contracts coming through. Paid gigs. Can't talk too much about those just yet. Like, you'll see them as they come out, but those are 2 good ones that are coming up pretty soon. So,
Cool.
Trying to think. What
Can
else?
I do a skit?
Yes, absolutely. What do you mean? Some might say it's a requirement. To step
It's a
on that
requirement?
team. At some point, you should probably do a skit. Yeah.
Okay, well, let me know.
All right. Well, not that. We'll get there.
Let me know the next skit.
That's totally fine. I think that's all that's major right now. But yeah, I think that's all that's major right now.
Okay.
Today is a slower day, guys. So it's
Yeah.
kind of we're supposed to shoot tomorrow, and the randomness of it kind of set us upside down. So we're just try to wing it a little bit. It's fine if it's shorter.
What?
Anyways, go ahead.
Okay.
Your turn. Go ahead.
I totally lost
You're not even
it.
listening to me. So go ahead.
Okay, so this is something I don't really know if I really want to talk about it. I already mentioned it to you, but like there's something that Jacques is obsessed with called Chat GPT, and it's been really, really like popular online. Been seeing everyone talking about it. I don't know what to call you anymore.
Call
I'm
that
calling
man by his legal first
So,
name.
Nico.
I heard
Alright.
about that, but isn't that something that can help you cheat on tests and everything too? Because
I mean, it's an AI,
It's the
so
AI thing,
yeah.
right?
It's
So-
By the way,
So
can you
it-
send me that link?
He's like,
I'm already done.
some
I already
tests.
done school.
I'm going to use it to fact check stuff.
I
I'm
usually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yo,
I hear
did
it's
you-
incredible.
and you know
what,
It's a
Jacques-
lot of good. Like, you can find a lot of good things.
You know what Jacques told me about it too? It was like when he first mentioned it to you, he was like, yeah, apparently it could write out text to your girlfriend for you, and I was thinking of using it. He was like, I was thinking of using it. Wait. I was thinking of, if you're going to talk,
Is that
you're
one
going to
of
have
the
to
new
grab the
episodes
mic.
that's out?
Jacques, you're going to have to grab the mic if you're going to talk. All right? None of this bullshit.
Is that one of the new episodes
say
that's
with
out?
love.
I heard is the new season kicking?
New season.
Is it kicking?
South
Like, is it
Park?
wicked?
Yeah, it's like episode 4. They haven't
Can I
finished
show you
it
this
yet.
one scene that
But
you
I got the idea of on South Park, and it was like they would use it to send sweet messages to their girlfriends, and they would be back and forth, and it would look like an essay format.
Like they were sending a paragraph.
Yeah.
So
it was
income
like
bullshit.
but I'm like I was about to do it to Brigitte, but she's like
So what he said to me was, he said, I was gonna do it to you, but I knew that you'd know right away it's not me. Because listen, if you've seen my texts with him, all of my texts are paragraphs and his are like one word, one sentence, few sentences. You start sending me paragraphs, I'm gonna be like,
Yo, suddenly
you
be like-
are either cheating on me and this is some woman who stole your phone and is texting me this weird shit, or
Yo, wait.
someone hacked you.
Yo.
No, you're not
No,
using
I'm not using it. No. Yo, he's just like, when did Jacques go to college?
Literally.
When did he attend college? What is this?
He became an academic.
This is 5 stars.
He did, by the way. You know, he went to nursing and got his nursing
I'm
license
talking
and
shit.
everything.
I know he went to college. Just
Jacques,
his
it's
text
okay.
like it.
I'm your friend. Don't worry, buddy. I'm your friend.
Excuse me. No, I gotta back my boy up. What are you saying?
I'm gonna try to defend you.
No, why are you defending me? You're talking shit about Jacques. No. He got his nursing license. He went to college. He got straight A's just because he doesn't want to text that much. Just because he's quiet with words.
But he
You're
texts.
saying,
I'm gonna let you dig your own hole with that one. You go ahead. You follow through.
How am I digging a hole?
It's okay,
I'm
follow through.
protecting him.
You guys you'll talk about it later, I'm sure.
No.
it's all about the intent.
Yeah. Good intentions. It's okay. Our relationship is stronger than that, okay, Alex?
Don't
How
tell
long,
me, tell
9
him.
years?
Don't
9
tell
years?
me, tell him.
Yo, we've been together 9 years.
That's
Ew. I'm joking.
Very gross.
I'm joking.
And
I
you
love
guys still laugh at long dog nose jokes
Yeah.
together.
Well, he actually finds my humor weird, and I find his humor weird. We don't get each other's humor.
Your humor.
We just send each other stupid shit.
Your humor's not funny.
And then we know that we're not gonna laugh.
Your
It's
humor's
the
not funny.
weirdest thing. It's almost like we're just trying to annoy the shit out of each other. It's just like, look at it.
You've been sending me memes. They're not funny.
Wow, you're so rude. I'm gonna show you something funny
You
though.
see it, you're gonna do it again. You're not even listening to
I'm
me.
gonna show you the South Park scene
You have
that
to
made me
hear
die.
white women. Hear me what I'm saying to you.
You laughed when I showed Jacques this.
That was funny because that was black comedy. Look at it. That's Cat Williams.
Yeah, I know.
He's an icon in our
You think
community.
I don't know?
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, I thought I was schooling you for a second. It's okay.
No, what the fuck?
Don't look to them for validation.
I'm not looking at anyone for valid. I want to show you this video. Hold on. You've probably seen it.
Oh my god, I forgot how much it sucks to be around everybody. I think I'm gonna be sick all over chaos.
Gets better.
But isn't this what
It's
stay away from
really
each other?
fucked up though. Look. This is 2020 in a nutshell. And then look,
Got it. Oh my god.
like literally, what? Who the fuck were you aiming for, buddy?
They were aiming at the black guy.
I know, but it's just, he's like got him, and it's like I get the joke. It's just
Do you
know
get
what
the joke?
Oh my god.
Do you get the joke?
Yes, I get the joke.
What happened? Explain it to the audience. What did you just see on TV?
Literally the fact it's like exactly what happened with George Floyd.
They didn't shoot George Floyd.
No, I know they didn't shoot him, but it was like they blamed someone for something they didn't do. He wasn't doing anything, and they shot him just because he was black. That's the point, right? What?
Anybody in the audience? You guys want to fill in what actually happened with George Floyd? That's
No,
not what
I know.
happened.
I know that's... I know he wasn't shot, but he, like, literally died because they accused him for using a fake bill, and he didn't, and they were, like...
Yeah, no,
manhandling
but
him,
that's not what they
and
were
then he
doing
died.
there. That's not what was happening
but
there,
the
though.
point... Did you see the post? It was talking about the fact that it was, like, this is 2020. This is an example of 2020, like, everything that was happening during the pandemic.
No, she's totally right. I didn't read any of that shit. My
What?
bad. I didn't read any of that.
Yeah,
My
that's
bad.
what
I
it
just saw
said. You didn't read. It was like, this is perfectly what happened in 2020.
That's my fault. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired.
It's okay, Alex.
I'm tired,
I
bro.
forgive you.
I'm not looking for your validation.
I
No one's looking for your validation.
Jesus. Okay, well, what was I gonna go on to from that? Okay, so I was
You did.
gonna,
Oh, you did. You did.
yeah, I have a bunch of topics.
Oh, never mind. Forget it. Okay, you're free to lead. Forget it. I'm not gonna.
Do you
I'm not
have
gonna
any
go.
topics?
No, I don't actually. I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't prep for this one
That's
at all.
okay.
I totally
So
forgot about it until Jordan woke me up and reminded me that we had a podcast shoot today.
you, by the way, you were the one that told me we were doing it on Friday instead of Saturday.
I don't even remember that. You can't prove that.
Wow!
Can't
Wow!
take me to court. You can't prove that at all.
Which
But
button
follow on
is
to the
it?
next topic.
Not a lawyer.
There we go.
You're not a lawyer.
Yeah, exactly.
But why did you need to tell
I
me
did
that?
it preemptively.
Yo, follow on to the next topic.
Okay,
Go ahead.
anyways.
Just stay on task.
It's like he doesn't understand the bit. Like he's too tired to do the
I'm
bit,
not even-
man.
I'm not-
You
there's no-
didn't go. You
It's
didn't
no
grab
bit.
the bit.
I'm not here totally
You're
mentally.
supposed to call me a
I'm
lawyer.
more gonna
I'm
res-
supposed
I'm
to say
more
I'm
gonna-
not a
I'm
lawyer.
more gonna
You're
respond-
supposed to say you have court on Monday.
Wait, what?
Like last episode, he doesn't remember anything that happened.
even know what-
I am being gaslit.
Client, lawyer confidentiality.
This is.
Not a lawyer.
See,
There we go. He
There, I
did
set
it.
you up with that
He
one.
made up for it. Okay,
All right, I
so
set you up with that
anyways, you made up for it. Okay, so what I was gonna talk about, if you
Yeah.
have the mental capacity to
Yeah,
deal
keep
with
going, keep going,
anything
keep
I
going,
have
keep going.
to say today,
At the beginning of every podcast, there needs to be a disclaimer saying you're not a lawyer.
literally. Oh, at the end, we should do. You know when it's like not a doctor? At the end of every, we should do like not a lawyer.
We could do like a small animated skit for that. Actually.
Yeah, can we actually?
We could do
do it.
something simple for that.
Yeah.
To be honest, and we can add it to the end of it.
Yeah.
That's a great
okay,
idea. I'm
So one thing I was gonna talk about, honestly, I don't even know if we're in this state of mind, but it's like
This will-
I was
bring it
just
up
gonna
anyways.
talk about. I was talking about how I can't. I'm looking at you right now, Nico. What the fuck is that about?
Yo, ignore him. Ignore them. Stay
So
on
I
track.
realized that I really can't do like shallow friendships anymore. Like
What's a shallow friendship?
So when I say shallow friendship, so what I use, well, I'm very much a social person, so I do talk to a lot of people, and I do have like a lot of like acquaintances, let's say friends, stuff like that. But I realized that, like, for a long time, I was making the mistake of calling too many people my friends, and realized that there was, like, very much a one-sided relationship. And I recently had a situation like that where I had a friend who, like, we used to work together, and we got really close. And I thought we got really close. And then I kind of realized that they were using me, I don't want to say using because I don't want to accuse them of anything, but I felt like they were constantly talking to me just like when they had a problem, when they wanted to, you know.
Oh, like they didn't call you like just to kind of check up or see what you're doing.
Yeah, like they used to, but then they stopped for the last like several months, and it was something that like I wanted to talk to them about stuff, and I felt like they were being very, very like dismissive of me. Like everything about their demeanor was dismissive, and they just wanted to move on and not talk about it anymore.
If it had to do with you.
Yeah, that's kind of how it felt for me.
But did something happen in the last like couple months that changed that?
Well, that's the thing is, like, I feel like essentially I wasn't a priority in their life anymore. That's kind of the vibe that I got. So,
why?
Because they had other priorities, you know.
Is this the friend you told me that, like, started dating someone?
Yeah. So.
Oh, well then.
Yeah, and I've complained, but I've talked to you about this before.
You want to say their name? Just so.
No. Are you dumb? I'm not going to dox people. We don't dox people here. I know you want to, Alex.
I mean, yeah.
I know you really do.
A little bit. It'd be kind of funny.
No way.
Not for them, but for us, we'd get a laugh.
Listen, no.
Ha ha ha.
No.
I get a. All right, it's fine.
No. You don't dox people. Anyways, it's just and the thing is, like I used to.
Do you really think someone like finding a partner really could change them up like that much?
I don't. That's why I think it might be like that's why I'm like suspicious that it's more, but I don't know.
It's like always been like that, and like this is just bringing it to light.
Yeah, basically. So it's like, you know, I've kind of, and I used to prioritize the wrong people, and I felt like also as I get older and as I experience this a lot more, obviously.
Yeah.
I used to keep friendships that I thought were like, you know, good connections to just have and kind of keep them at a distance. But I always found that, like, and Jacques has seen this, where I always get too close to them and they never end up being the right people for me, and then it just ends up blowing up in my face. So maybe that's more so a boundary issue that I dealt with for a long time. So it's just something that I like kind of want to talk about.
Yeah, okay, well, let's broach it. We're here, right? Might as well.
I don't know if that's something you ever dealt with, but...
People get it weird because they start dating people? I don't think so.
Never dealt with it, eh? Is that
not to say like not to
like
say never?
Thing?
I can't say it never. No, I can't say it never happens. But I don't think it's as often with men's. I don't think it's as often with men.
But you know, I've known. Well, I guess it's different when dynamic with men and women, because it's like with I've known men where they start dating someone and they talk to me less, but like I also know men.
I think that it would be a different dynamic for the women all the time.
Yeah.
But I don't think like guys don't like. You might hear from a guy. You might hear from a guy a little less, but I don't think like we're overly like treat another guy differently because
but it's weird because I noticed this pattern.
Actually,
what's up?
I can relate to you a lot more than you think. Growing up, it was a lot like that for me too. I was always choosing the wrong people as friends, and they.
It's absolute judgment. We just have one person.
This guy's the biggest distraction on set. Yo, bro, go to the studio. Go to the studio. Every time I look up, whispering. He's rolling his eyes.
I can't hear him. Bro.
I'm trying not to make eye contact because the guy's gonna make me laugh if I look at him. He's the distraction. He's the distraction. He's the thing. He looked at the thing and he was like,
"We're feeling so judged right now."
Not by him. He looked over at this guy and he was like. He's speaking behind the camera. I'm dying here. I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? Every time he comes, this guy's like a tornado. He comes to me, he fucks it up. He's like, yo, I'm out.
He's like, I'm messing everything up.
He's like, yo, hold that. I'll be back in a week. This guy kills me. Sorry, yo, finish your story. Finish your story.
So I was just saying, like, growing up in high school specifically, like, I can relate to that a lot. I was always choosing the wrong set of friends. So interesting enough, I was used in high school just as a spot to chill.
Okay.
So, like, a lot of people will group up and they come to my house and I never really say anything, right? And people started using my backyard like it was theirs.
Oh.
That's how it got to. People started robbing my backyard. People started coming into my house. People started doing shit to me. And that bad.
No, you're just saying like used by friends. Like
Yeah.
once you get too comfortable. With
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
So like I can definitely relate to that. Like sometimes it just happens, you know. You unfortunately choose the wrong people. You desperately want it to be the people.
Yeah, you want to like
hear,
work
man.
it out.
You
You,
know
want to
what I
see how you
mean?
can like accommodate,
So
and then you're like, why am I doing all this?
Exactly.
Yo, somebody
Yo.
drinks all the gin and vodka off your dresser.
Yo, fuck you. Oh, him. I thought you were accusing me. I was like,
Oh no, man, you just talking about crazy shit, so I thought I was just staying on track with your topic.
because you know, I just got
Funny
a
ass.
I just got a flashback.
Hey,
when
I was
drinking from there.
invited, okay?
I thought you were like taking a stab.
That's what your friends were saying. Like, yo, you invited us to the backyard.
I never
Like,
invited
it's
them
ours
after a
now.
while.
It's our
It's our house. It's our house.
Yo, bro, I don't pay rent and I don't intend to.
Yo, Jordan,
Hey,
remember?
I don't pay rent up here. I pay rent to the building.
It's like almost like that happened that one night where it was a random party. It just like everyone invited themselves over. So we had a friend in high school, right? And he always had us over. He had a bunch of friends over. Like friends would come over like here and there, new people, like the usuals. And so there was one day, I don't even remember what happened, but he like only invited I think a few friends to come over, right? Or
Okay.
what was it? No, you have to tell the story. Get the mic. You remember it better than me.
Aw, shit, a Jordan story.
Yeah.
These are rare and few and
It's
far
a Jordan
between.
and B story. I witnessed this. I was just sitting on the bed enjoying the show.
So he invited one girl, and that one girl was like, "Yo, can I?"
One girl.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hold up. That one girl was like, "Yeah, let me invite my friend." So he's like, "All right, cool." And she invites that one friend, and that one friend messages him saying, "Yo, can I invite one other friend?" And it trickled. And the joke is, everyone showed up except the first girl he invited.
Oh my god. I remember this now. I remember that.
I'll kick you guys all out my house. I'll be like, yo.
And it was the funniest thing because I remember just being on the couch or the bed and I'm just watching people come in and I'm looking at Soup Man on the stairs, head in his hands, like, what the fuck is going on? And I was just like, wow.
It was hilarious. There's people in the basement, people upstairs.
I'll be like, yo, this is a homeless shelter. If you don't get out my house.
No, he didn't have to. One of them was like, "All right, let's cut," and they all
And they
packed
all
up. It
cleaned
was
everything,
clean. Nothing
and they
went
left.
missing except someone left a shoe, and he came back for his shoe.
It was like the weirdest, most random,
your shoes?
spontaneous party, and they were also the most respectful people
Yeah.
when they left. Like, we were just like...
It was crazy.
So did you guys ever find out why that first girl never came?
No, I
No,
don't think it
she
ever
just-
mattered.
I feel like you hurt Superman's pride. He wasn't really sure. I would have let the party go on. I would have solved the whole thing.
Well, I
was
think
fu-
it was
it was
his
like-
parents would have freaked out on him, right?
Nah, his pops wasn't there, and
Oh.
his sister was paging his mom like, "Yo, you never let me throw any parties."
Oh.
And our friend was up there like, he was like, "Yo, I didn't mean to throw this, da da da," and his mom's there like, "They're your guests."
That's so funny. That's so funny.
Deal with them.
I love that.
Yo,
That
bro,
was,
that's on you, sweet child. Figure it out.
those were good times, man. I have such good memories
Do you guys
from
want
back then.
to tell me why you guys call him Superman?
We don't want to dox him, but the
Yeah,
reason...
you don't gotta tell his real name. or
Oh,
nothing
it's
like that. I
because
just mean-
it's because for like a period he would randomly wear a suit and sunglasses and he looked like Morpheus, and so that's the first thing I
So he's
thought
a
of
black
was
guy.
call him Suit Man.
He's a black guy.
Is he mixed? I don't remember. He was adopted, right?
Yo,
Yeah, he's
never mind.
mixed.
Yo, this story's getting dark fast.
Why?
Nothing.
Oh,
Nah, just
'Cause
okay.
he's
Just move on.
adopted?
No, it's okay. Nothing. He's a black adopted child. I'm assuming. By
you're assuming what?
nothing. I'm nothing. I don't even.
We're gonna end this. We're moving on.
Just whisper it. I got you.
I just turned it off in the headphone.
I got you.
Wait. I sent you one video. I don't know if you watched it though.
Are you adding the videos into the edits? Are you doing them yourself?
Oh yeah, I'll remember them. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
just
I'll
screen,
remember.
just screen record them and add them in that way. He can still hear you, you know.
Wait, I got it. It might take me too long to find it, actually. I don't know if I sent
So
it to
I
you.
definitely don't open your videos so that you can show them to me here on set. That's why.
That's totally why. It's
That's
not the
why I
fact that
don't
you just
check
dodge
any of your-
all of my messages. You never look. Quiet on set.
Wait, what
I'm joking. I don't know.
Yo, she's paging you.
Quiet on set. Okay, so. Oh yeah, I didn't get to talk about these two things last time that I want to talk about. So, I was gonna talk about how like I had this awkward moment when I was watching videos. Like I was watching this video and it was some girl who was pretending to be like a really awful person, and the whole point of the post is like she's being a really awful person. Okay. The whole time I was watching it, I was like, she honestly just seems like real and blunt to me. Like, and then everyone in the comments were agreeing with it. And I've seen a lot of videos like that I was just like found awkward because I'm like, am I a terrible person? Because I didn't interpret it as terrible.
You want to answer you honestly?
Yes, I do actually. In front of the camera, tell me, am I a terrible person?
Jacques. You know what I mean?
I want to hear what you think. Am I a terrible person?
Jacques.
Who said yeah? Who said yeah? It was you. He's starting shit. It was you. You said yeah, didn't you?
He doesn't like the way you talk to him.
This is forever gonna roast me.
Nah. B's awesome. Ish. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
She's cool out. She's cool.
Yeah.
She's cool on Fridays. Exactly. That's better. She has her moments. The rest of the time,
I don't know what that means. Anyways, I just find it funny. I just found it funny, and now it's been so long I don't even remember the video, so I can't even show you. But
yeah, you have to show me to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways, so I don't know if you've seen this. I talked about this last time briefly, but I wanted to talk about the whole thing with Onision. I don't know if you guys know about that whole situation. Yeah, he's a weird Onision. So when I was younger, back in the day in middle school, when I was crawling on YouTube, I used to watch Onision, and he made these really stupid, silly videos that like appeal to my humor as like a dumb child. And he got famous for this video where he's like in a banana suit and he's just like, I'm a banana. It's the stupidest thing, but I don't know why. Like 11-year-old me found it hilarious.
Okay.
And what ended up happening is this was around the period of YouTube where like, the people that were starting out, I guess like the pioneers of it, they started to get really, really big, right? And they started making a lot of money from it, like in the starting days, right?
Yeah.
That's those people who got famous, and he was one of them.
Yeah.
And so he started exploiting younger girls that were like 12, 13-year-old. They would message him being like, I'm your biggest fan, blah, blah, blah. And he would he would literally have conversations with. So he was like in his 20s, right, when he was on YouTube. He was having conversations with basically these kids. Are you bored?
No. I'm not bored.
I'm joking.
Tired?
Okay.
I'm not bored. Tired.
So and so he'd have conversations with these kids, and a lot of them would like open up to like him about their situations. Sometimes they didn't have a good situation at home. There are a few that have come out that he basically said, "Come live with me." And stuff, and he essentially groomed these children like growing up until they were like 18, and then would kick them out.
How do you spell his name?
O-N-I.
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 Sorry, I'm just trying to get an idea.
Yeah, no problem.
Right.
S-I-O-N. And I just have even more funnier shit to say about him. It's really sad to see how low he's gone at this point.
That him?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
You've probably seen his face.
Yeah.
So there have been a few fucked up things with him. So there was that where he took in these vulnerable young girls. He would groom them, and then when they were like 18, he would basically kick them out, and they had nowhere to go. And at this point, like he I don't know. I think there's like claims of sexual abuse.
Is he back in the news or something right now?
Yes. So there's a big There's like I think a class action lawsuit with all the women that are claiming damages because of like essentially the abuse that they suffered because of him. And
he was a groomer.
He was a groomer and a predator. These were all young, like kids, basically, like high school girls,
and then
right?
He has like a fame.
Yeah, and he has a power over them, right? And he
Mm-hmm.
basically puts them in a situation where they're isolated. He isolated them from everybody living with him, and then he kicks them out to the curb where they have nowhere to go.
Once they
were like older, right? So he did that. And then there was, you remember Chris Hansen, right? The like To Catch a Predator dude. So Chris Hansen wanted to actually interview him because I think they were doing a documentary on him or something. And
that has to make him feel really special.
Listen, this is the funniest thing. Chris Hansen went and knocked on his door, and Onision called the fucking police on him, being like, Chris Hansen's at my door. Make him leave. He's at my door. He won't go away. And he was freaking out about Chris Hansen being there.
Can you imagine that police report? Chris Hansen's there.
Yeah,
Why
I think
Chris
the police.
Hansen there?
I think the police came over
SWAT together,
and
like,
they
we're
like
gonna
talked
break
to
this
Chris,
guy's
and he
door
was
right
like,
now.
he was literally like, I just wanted to interview him for something, and they were like, oh well, I think they said something like, oh, you should probably just leave, like if he was freaking out, and he tried to sue him, like Onision tried to sue him,
Hansen, yes, I remember
and
this
served the wrong Chris Hansen. He served the wrong Chris Hansen. He served another Chris
He's in court
Hansen.
like, Your Honor, I don't even know why I'm here.
Just get away with suing this random person then?
No, he didn't. He went to court and they saw it was the wrong Chris Hansen.
Oh my god, I was gonna say.
And he
how
was
does
wearing.
that even work?
And when he went to court, he was wearing a bulletproof.
Can you imagine that? Like, do you how do you plead? I don't even know why I'm here. I don't know who this man is.
He's like, I don't know what I've done to wrong him.
Never been here in my life.
And it was so funny. And then what else was it that he did?
He self-represented himself.
Oh yeah, and he self-represented in court as well. But you know,
self-representation.
And there was another thing.
That's where it's at.
He had the government after him because he tore down all these trees that were technically like he legally was not allowed to tear down. He said it was because it was on his property or something, but like. Technically, you need to get a permit, and you have to contact the government before you can tear down trees.
The story is really old. I remember hearing about it, like when it was like big controversy.
The reason he resurfaced is because now there's this huge class action lawsuit. And I remember hearing people saying he might actually be like go to jail and get criminal charges for everything.
All those kids.
Yeah,
it's not gonna come back to bite.
But it's like for the longest time, it felt like no one was doing anything except doing documentaries and talking about it. And it's like, are they actually?
I think when it first came out, like what were they? It's not what were they gonna do. It's just the girls weren't really talking up, right?
A few of them were, but I don't know if they actually went to the police.
Not enough, and they weren't doing enough. But it sounds like they're rallying now. So,
isn't that funny how you have to have a bunch of women before they believe them?
That's a setup. I'm not. I will walk face first into that conversation with you. You're not gonna do that to me. Not fucking live. No, you're not gonna fucking do that to me. Mm-mm.
You do it to me all the time.
And
so like I can have one. I
I have very few privileges on this show. All my life I had to fight.
This guy. Did you really? You have to fight that bus driver. Okay.
Oh shit.
You still haven't told me that story of why you were getting kicked off the bus.
Which bus are we talking about here?
The one where you said you were getting kicked off the bus.
Oh, well,
were you doing something? I really want to know.
That's definitely something I'm not going to talk about here. Well, like, we have to private the video that we talk about that one in. Too much fuckery used to happen when we were back in high school.
Okay, I'm going to keep that in my back pocket because I really want to know.
Write it down. I'll definitely give you the story, though.
Okay,
I'm not against it, just...
The one thing about Onision as well that was pretty messed up, I think this was included in the pleadings. There was this whole thing about his young child. I don't remember how old this child was. Jacques, you're going to have to double check, but like I think it was like 3 years old or 4 or something, fell out of a window and had all these like severe injuries. His kid. Like he has kids. Which is concerning, right?
Fell out of the window like the Game of Thrones kid, huh?
Yeah. And there was like...
And we know why he fell.
And well, Anyways. And when
it's a little joke for you Game of Thrones fans.
When he fell, they kind of suspected that maybe he was pushed or something, like there was suspicious circumstances, and I think it's included in the pleadings that there could be charges against him for that. So you guys will have to fact check because
Game of Thrones.
But why are you saying there's no incest going on in this story?
It's not me. The story is writing itself.
But with who?
where it ends up.
But what are you talking
Do you
about? With
understand
who?
what I'm saying? Like,
I
why
don't
did the
get
kid
it.
get pushed out of the window in Game of Thrones?
Because he witnessed
Exactly.
incest.
And here is Onision pushing kids out of a window.
Or are you talking about when he's like
You see what
doing
I'm
his
saying?
predatory
I'm just
behavior?
connecting the dots. I'm doing it for the public. Don't do this to me. Fine, fuck it. Now you gotta move on. Nah, you know what?
Yeah,
Let's
I
keep
have
the
a lot, but
conversation
I'm
going.
waiting for his
Now
fact
you
check.
gotta
But in
move
the
on.
meanwhile,
I don't think was he fact checking it?
I hope so.
All I found was it's being very vague. It's not saying one or the other, but whether or not he pushed him or the son fell.
Is there anything
But
related
is that
to
what
like the
is that
legal
what the
proceedings?
is that what the legal proceeding is for?
Is there are there going to be charges or no?
It's probably for I don't
Mike, y'all, Nico.
Jordan, you said Mike.
For,
Mike.
yeah, for him to get the mic.
Well, how am I supposed to know what that means?
You're the sound guy. You're the sound guy. Your job is literally
Automatic.
the mic.
Mike. Mike, yo, my name's Nico.
What?
Yo, I'm done with this fucking guy, bro.
Literally.
He's not here.
I swear to God. Okay, what were we doing?
No, he was.
Oh.
what he's probably prosecuted for. Which I don't know yet. I haven't
That's what he's
Googled.
prosecuted
no,
for?
No, well, I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think it's the whole like probably destruction because it was like it
Oh.
was a reserve or something.
Yeah, it
like
was the one
some
where he destroyed the trees,
The
right?
government probably would tackle that first. That's why.
They care more about the trees than the children.
I mean, you're destroying.
Like Game of Thrones, there's more evidence with the trees than the children.
He did a lot of bad though. He destroyed
Wait,
like the natural what's it called ecosystem of like a bunch of animals and they're
because
dying
even if
off.
it's on your property, if it's like
not on his property.
oh, it's not
No,
right.
he
Okay.
goes really far away
Oh,
to make like a
he goes
path.
past his
He's trying
property.
to make it clear for him to go in the water, right? So it's like swamp life and shit that he's destroying to
Wow.
make it like anyway.
Wow. Anyways, so there's that. I just thought it was interesting.
Anyways, Brigida says keep up the good work. Onision.
Ow! No, I don't. Stop. He has like an OnlyFans or something.
You know they're gonna cut that clip and loop it, right?
What?
Huh?
What, the owl?
No, the one I just said.
Oh my God.
So cut it and loop it. You're gonna be his number one
Is it
fan.
real?
on
Oh
Twitter.
yeah, we forgot to do the shout out.
Oh, did you
I
have the
wanna-
person's name? Did you have the name?
Yeah, so it's Gash Nashi.
Gash.
We literally have one person commenting on every
What?
single video, and their name is Gash Nasty, and they're like subscribe to us. They comment on everything.
You.
Is that you?
It's not him.
Is that such a
It's
troll?
not him.
But anyway, shout out to you for watching every video
Every
and
single
commenting.
video
Every
and
single
commenting.
one. Actually, I'm impressed. So I don't know if
I feel
you're.
like-
I don't know if you're a fan
Is
or
that
if you're a
somebody you
troll.
know, or if you're just trolling us?
In all honesty, I don't actually know who it is. I suspected it was a friend. I messaged them. I'm like, "Is this you?" And they're like, "I don't know what you're talking about." So I don't know. It could be, but at this point,
Right, we'll respond to
I
them
have
next
no
time.
idea.
See if we can get it delivered.
I did once. I did
And
one
Did they
time.
respond back?
No. So
They could be
that's the
trolling
thing.
us, but whatever.
But you know what? If you comment
All
every
comments
single
are welcome.
video,
Yeah, all comments are
it's
welcome.
boosting it. So I really don't care if
Doesn't
you're
matter to
trolling
us.
us or not. So shout out to you, whoever
Gash
you are.
Nasty.
It's a nice name too. It's pretty funny.
It's hilarious.
Gash
It's
Nasty.
hilarious, actually.
I was gonna talk
I feel
about.
like he put his back into that one.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so I played 2 games recently.
Okay.
Don't you give me that face.
I don't. I'm
I
just
just-
waiting for the follow up. I didn't know where she was going with it.
Yeah, so I played 2 games
Okay.
that, well, one actually I'm really mad about, like, but the other one was amazing. So have you guys heard of the game Stray?
Stray.
Yeah, Stray. So you literally play a stray cat, but don't stop me. It gets
No,
too
I'm
good.
gonna let you finish.
It gets good. Yeah, let me
But
finish.
Hear what you're saying out loud.
You start off as a stray
Do
cat.
you end up as a super cat?
No, so
Okay.
you fall.
All right.
So basically, the whole concept is that this cat falls into this basically closed off walled city by accident and ends up in this area that's really dangerous. There are all these creatures around, and you find this little AI robot that knows a lot about humanity, because at this point you pretty much kind of have you get the idea that humanity is like extinct and now there are only like robots in place.
Okay.
And this cat is kind of like going through this place with this little robot, and you find out, you know, more about the city, what's going on, why they're there. And it actually ended up being like, I literally played this game. I thought I was just gonna like chill and be like a cat and do nothing. I'm like, I'm just gonna like, you know, I was bored. Let me just walk around, see what this is. And then it ended up being the most like amazing game I ever played. It was like so good. The story was so good. It ended up being so good, and then by the end of it, I literally cried. And it's not even that long of a game. It's like it was like 6 hours or something.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because it's a really good story. Like, you meet these robots, and they all have personalities, and there's this like really, really deep, dark story behind everything that's going on. Dude, you don't understand. Like, you have to play. You won't understand until you play or you watch a playthrough. It's so good.
I once saw my friend play a game where he was a flower that's being moved by
I know you
wind.
talked about this.
We
already went over this.
I only bring this back up because this is what you're saying right now.
No, I'm not.
You're a stray cat in the city of
No,
Roblox.
you know how many, you know its reviews? It's a 9 out of 10.
It does not have depth, Josh. Josh! I'm sorry. It does not have no goddamn depth.
Wow.
Flowers around the city, stray cats in Robot City.
You turned his French name into a generic
I didn't
white
mean to.
name.
It kind of just slipped out. I didn't mean
You
to,
just like-
but it does not have depth. She cried at the end of it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Wow. Mike? You always look at me blank when I say Mike. You're like...
It is apparently really good.
Yeah.
Everyone that's I haven't played it, but I heard it's really good.
I'm gonna.
It's really good.
It's apparently
So
really
good.
good.
It's got
Again,
it's
you're a
got
stray
really good
cat.
story.
So, like, what's the objective of the game?
The objective, so it's kind of like a stealth puzzle game, but there's a point where you even like get this device where like you can like kill the little things and you have to run away from them. But the whole objective of the game is basically like it's simple. You're a cat that wants to get out of the city, but it ends up being more complicated than you think, and there's like no way out of the city. The way that it fell in was through a garbage disposal by accident, and it couldn't find its way back out. So you end up trapped in the city, and all these robots are trapped, and you don't know why they're stuck there, and you kind of learn more about what's going on in the city, why it is the way it is, and you're trying to find a way out. And that's essentially the whole goal. And you have to do a lot of things. Like, you have to, you know, do some tricks. You have to, like, hide from these, like, killer robots and stuff, and you gotta stealth through.
And you're a
You're a
cat.
cat! You're a
Standard
kitty!
cat.
With an AI robot that helps translate what the robots say to you. It, like, can translate the cat.
You can't
and
fly. You don't stick to the wall like Spider-Man. Claws like Wolverine. It's just a
No.
regular cat.
just a regular cat.
garden variety
Yeah.
house cat.
Yeah. But the AI robot helps you.
I'm definitely not gonna give that a try.
Okay, anyways, it's
I'm
good.
just being honest. It's just Sony works if
What?
they're honest with each other.
Yeah, it's so cute. You can go and you can like be the cat knocking stuff off the ledge, and it actually helps you sometimes. It's a part of like the puzzle in the story. Yeah, like that. Like, I had to literally push a paint can to break a glass to get in.
I'm not gonna play this game.
It's good.
I'm not gonna play this game. But thanks for
So
telling me about it.
close-minded.
I'm not.
I'm joking.
Close-minded is not the right word.
Well, the moment I said cat,
I just won't try it out.
that's okay. But I also played Little Nightmares. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
No, what's that one about?
So that one it's like a horror platformer puzzle game, and you play this
When do
little
you have
girl
the time to do all this?
after work for a few hours.
You edit, record, play
Yeah.
games, and work
Yeah.
on your job.
Yeah, I'm just doing things 24/7. You're not home.
You don't eat much.
You're the same though.
I am.
Yo, everyone just left.
No, it's okay. Fuck them.
Yeah, so you start off as like this little girl in a yellow raincoat. It gives you no like instructions, no direct. You literally just like wake up in the game in a suitcase, and you just start wandering. And you have this little lighter, and it's really
You're
creepy.
a little girl who wakes up in a suitcase?
Yeah, like I don't know if you're in or on the suitcase, but she wakes up and she's like on this suitcase, and you just basically you're not told what to do. It's not like there's no interaction. You just start walking, and you kind of gather throughout the game that you're on this submarine, and this submarine is filled with these like monsters that eat children. So obviously the whole goal of the game is you're trying to escape the submarine.
Okay.
But there's this one scene, Alex, that made me hate the game so much. I literally texted Jacques saying, like, I don't want to play this game anymore, but I know that the next part is the last part of the game.
Okay.
So it is a spoiler, I'm just going to say,
not
but
gonna play it.
there are these cute little gnome guys that randomly, like, scurry around and randomly help you, and you can hug them, and they're really cute. Mm-hmm. And the whole story behind them is they're supposed to be children that were on the submarine that were like turned into those gnomes by one of the monsters. Oh. So they're basically like children. And they help you throughout the game, and then throughout the game there's this weird thing with your character where she gets really, really hungry, like she feels like she's gonna die, and then she eats something. So it went from her eating a loaf of bread to finding meat to eating a rat, right? And I just what?
Not you. Please continue your story.
And just I interpreted it as just like she was getting less and less, like food was more scarce where I was going, so she was just like eating what was there.
Yeah.
But then there's a scene where she's really hungry, and there's one of the little cute gnome guys, and he's holding a sausage out to her, and instead of getting the sausage, she eats him with all the little gnomes watching.
The
and they
character that
ran
you
away.
are?
Yeah. Eats
well,
the
yeah,
gnome.
if you fucking eat one of them.
And I was like, listen, Alex, I was like, what the fuck? I was so mad, and I literally didn't want to play anymore because I was like, why? I don't like this character anymore. Why the fuck would she eat the gnome? It was so cute, and it was like trying to help her, giving her the sausage, and she just like went like, and fucking ate him. And then I was like, well, I gotta beat this game because like I'm almost at the end, and I want to know what happens. And the end is pretty fucked up, so this is a big spoiler, but in the end, you defeat this, like, madam of the ship who, like, is, like, this strong being. By the way, there's no context. Like, nothing is ever explained. You just kind of, like,
ever?
Nothing is
no
ever
sort of
explained.
Narrator?
But no, you don't. You literally, it's just, like, you interpret what's happening. So then, at the end, you defeat this woman, and then you cannibalize her. And then it seems to imply that you inherit her powers because as you're walking off the ship, all the monsters that are coming towards you start dying, and you have this like dark energy coming out of you, and you leave the ship. And I feel like there's this implication that you became evil. And I was like, why the fuck did I play this game?
She's fucking eating gnomes. That sounds like a waste of 20 hours.
Dude, that was so upsetting. I was like, these gnomes were the only things that made me feel comfort in this fucked up, disturbing game, and you made me eat one. Like, I was so upset.
I'm fucking traumatized.
Yeah, I literally was. And I was like texting.
I'm fucking traumatized. What are you talking about right
I was
now?
texting Jacques, like, crying, and I'm like, I don't want to play this anymore. Like, I'm really upset.
I'm actually triggered. You triggered me.
Right?
Triggered.
I was triggered.
I'm triggered.
So now I triggered you.
We're triggered together.
We're triggered together. All right, let's finish those questions.
All right, ready to do?
Hold on. I have them ready. So you have to ask me question 24.
All right,
Yeah.
got you. All right.
My ass.
What?
It hurts.
Maybe because you got your legs. Maybe you put your legs out on the
No! I broke everything.
It's fine. It's still together. It's okay.
Okay.
All right, you good?
Yes, I'm good. I'm good.
Good derriere?
Let me just...
Reposition yourself?
Oh!
If only the things you guys could see. How do you feel about your relationship with your mother?
Oh my god, I remember this was a loaded question.
This is a loaded ass question.
Okay, so how I feel about my relationship with my mother. Well, there's a lot to it. I talked a little about it. I think that now my mom and I are in a really good place.
Okay.
And I think she's more mentally healthy now that we're not in the house with her anymore.
What loving parent would you be?
And so, for a long time, I was resentful and angry at her because of what happened in high school when our relationship broke down. Okay. But now I think we're good. It's just, there's always a little bit of a part of me that's like, you know, I don't want to say disappointed, but just like hurt by the way that she acted during that time, I guess. Because I felt really, really betrayed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
That's pretty much it. But I think we're good now.
Okay. Well, this is Brigida. There it is. In person.
What are you saying?
Okay, keep going. Come on,
So make This is make 3 true we statements each. So for instance, we are both in this room feeling something. So we need to make 3 each. So you go first.
We are both busy people.
That is true.
Last
That
week
is
also-
true.
last work. Jesus Christ.
Wait, what happens if we get it wrong? Do we have to?
We probably
Yeah, we'll
ourselves.
buzz it.
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll buzz
okay.
it out.
Okay, so let
So
me.
if you say it and it's wrong for me, I'll buzz it.
Okay,
vice
okay.
versa.
So we are both feeling burned out today.
No, that's true. Sorry. I forgot what she looked
Wow!
at. No,
He was
I'm
so
burnt
ready.
out.
He's so ready. He's
I was
like,
just gonna shut you up for the sake of it, but I don't know why.
wow.
But it's just because I'm tired. I'm feeling more hostile towards you than
Oh
normal.
my god.
Okay, I'm never hostile towards B, except when she gets on my bad
Lies,
side.
I know. 24/7. Yo, excuse me, Nico. What the fuck? All the time?
Okay, we.
Say that to my face, okay?
Looking directly at
You weren't when you said it.
all the
Yeah,
time.
don't
Okay.
worry, I'm gonna hold you back. I'm gonna hold her back. I'm gonna hold her back. Keep it up, Neek. Keep it up, Wolves.
I got you, SA.
Yo, my energy's so low.
I can say
Alright.
that.
See,
I
no,
can say
see,
that.
you see, and he goes down that road, and that's how you
say
end
that.
up with 50 minutes of Mexican jokes. And then you're blaming me about the edit.
I can say that.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. It's cool. It's
No,
cool.
you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Are you a paragraph or an essay?
That's for making a
Yeah,
bad
yeah,
joke.
yeah. It was just so distasteful. It was just no
Shock
good
slap
to
him.
anybody involved.
Why?
Can you not?
Oh, you updated it. Oh,
Nice. That's what you're trying to tell me. He was trying to tell me for a while. He was like,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what you're doing.
I saw him doing it. I was like,
I have no idea.
I was like, this must be a internal couple sex thing, and they don't want us. Like they're doing it because they know we're not gonna figure it out. So we're like, all right, cool.
I had no idea.
Get locked in.
I didn't know
Get
what
locked in on set. Let's get it done.
All right, moving on. You say something
Okay,
that is true for the both of us.
we are both people.
No.
Are you a
I'm clearly an alien. No, I'm kidding. Okay, go.
Are you a subspecies of rocks?
I mean, I would love to identify as a rock. I'd be just chilling all the time.
I have a
24/7
TikTok about
for
that coming
thousands
out
of
right now.
years. Really?
Shit,
About
yeah.
being a rock?
About being a rock.
Nice.
Yeah. You
Oh my God, meta.
You watch One Piece?
I'm only
You know what? I'm not
seeing
gonna.
it.
I'm not gonna
Yeah, we're
release
not
it.
gonna
It's
go
okay.
yet.
I won't
It's
release
okay.
it. When I figure though, remember that I mentioned this to you. Just when I release it, I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah.
Just remember this conversation. Your turn.
Okay. We both love anime.
This is a fact. We do not have the same sense of humor.
Yeah, I guess so.
We might be on the same energy.
Yeah, but we don't have the
humor is
same.
not the same.
Honestly, most people don't have.
The
Don't,
shit you send me. Is
most people
just
don't
not
get my
funny.
sense of humor.
It's just not
I
funny.
find it so funny.
It's addictive, but not funny.
Oh well, at least it's
Like
addictive.
I watched them all. I'm like, this is so stupid, but I don't watch like 10 of them.
That's how it works.
and I never found it interesting.
That's how I get you stuck on it.
I never found it interesting once.
But
It's
you
like,
keep
this is
watching
dumb.
them.
But I end up watching a bunch.
It's like
of
a
them.
dumpster fire. You can't look away
You can't
from.
look away. Yeah. You're like, oh, goddamn, this is a blaze. It's beautiful.
See,
though.
that's my type of humor. All right, so now mine is like the last one, I think. So we are. I want to think of something that's not lame. Like I thought of something really basic. I want to think of something more interesting. We are. What?
I was gonna say not the same color, but you know, whatever.
Not something
See,
basic.
now you just pointed out obvious thing. We are.
No, we
not
have to
the
say something we
same
both are.
ethnicity.
Now we're both not. We have to say we are.
We are
are
both
not
not.
the
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
but that's
could- you
not. That's not. It's not.
could
It's what we
twist it.
both
You could
are.
twist it.
I'm trying to think of something interesting. Stop. You're making this so annoying.
Obvious. Come
Okay,
on,
we
obvious.
both love tattoos and piercings. There we
See,
go.
Those were shit 6 we'rs.
Yeah, I know.
But at the end of the day, we should redo that one. We
Yeah.
should take time. Let's schedule 3 wers and come back with them.
Yeah.
I'll blow
You
your
want to
mind.
do it? You want to do it every
be canceling
episode?
me.
Actually, like we do like a we statement randomly, like.
Okay,
as a
maybe
thing.
not 3 every episode. We can do 1 every episode, though.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I think you asked me
Is my turn?
this. Yeah.
Okay. 26. Complete the sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share enemas.
Enemas.
I don't know why it's so French.
Enemas. You want to share your enemas?
Yo, just answer the question. Stay on topic. Answer the question.
Okay. I wish I had someone whom I could share my obsessions with
What
because
obsessions?
Jacques doesn't understand some of my obsessions. So
What
like,
obsession?
so dolls, Final Fantasy VII specifically,
You're obsessed
and
with this game?
concerts.
You're obsessed with Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah.
Specifically?
Yeah.
What about the rest of the Final Fantasies?
Just
What about 1
mostly
through
7.
6?
I mean, I like the others, but 7 I'm mostly specific. Crisis Core specifically. Zach, I know everything. Okay.
There
I
are
know
no secrets in that game for D.
No, I know everything. If you want me to explain the plot, I'll do it.
Plot twist, there are none when I'm around.
I know everything. That, and I guess also Bat and Kaitos, because no one I know knows that game, and, like, I don't know, it's just, I guess just someone who really, like, understands the level I do, some of the things I'm obsessed with.
Bat and Kaitos?
Yeah, it's a GameCube game, like, JRPG, it was
Start
really
with
good.
GameCube?
Yo, our gaming setup is pretty sick.
How far back do
Excuse
your
me?
games
I
go?
played this game when I was, like, 10, and
How
of
back?
course I still have a GameCube.
How far back does your systems go?
Game Boy. You think Game Boy Advance?
No. I
maybe
mean,
before.
systems you can connect to TV.
Huh? Oh, to the TV? I think probably GameCube is the oldest that I have.
I have the Nintendo Sega.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, and I have 3 controllers for it too, but it only takes 2, so what am I supposed to do with the third?
I used to have the Sega Game
whatever
Gear.
happened to the Dreamcast?
I don't know, it just
Yo, Jordan.
fell off.
Jordan? Jordan?
Huh?
Whatever happened
Oh,
to
it was
the
too
Dreamcast?
easy. It was too easy to hack. That's
What do
what
you-
Jacques said. I had the Sega Game Gear, and then my parents must have got wet. What's up?
Let's move on to this.
They're
Yo,
stop that bonding sesh.
turn it on. Turn it back.
Do it after.
Sorry, you guys just can't do it.
But let's lock it either way.
Sweating bullets. Let's lock him out.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's lock it either way. We gotta test it. We gotta test this result to
Alright.
get back into the house.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, 100%. I don't give a fuck.
Yo, he's gonna be banging on the door. It's gonna interrupt. So
Doesn't matter if he comes through the door, it's gonna make a noise anyways. This, at least this way, makes me laugh. I'll get a cute little giggle out of it. I'm with it.
you still haven't used this button.
It's gotta be the right time. And
Alright.
when it comes out, I'm gonna get it like just right.
Everybody's gotta wait for this one.
It's gonna come out just.
All right, so if you were going to become a close friend with your partner, please share what would be important for him or her to know. Okay, so this partner is in, it would be me in this case, because we're, yeah.
She's cheating on you.
What?
He doesn't believe you. He knows it would never happen. He's like,
Yeah, I'm just trying not to go off on a tangent on that. Fucker. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah.
Because Rico's out here playing stupid games. Gonna win stupid prizes.
I mean, do you guys really think we're that sensitive that we're gonna like be upset over this? It's gonna ruin our
But
relationship.
that's the whole point of the jokes, right? They know it's not going to affect you guys.
Do you?
Are you ready for this sensitive moment?
Okay, tell me.
Brigitte. Hold on, guys.
Are we holding hands?
We gotta bring it back.
Are we holding
Hey,
hands?
hold on. No, wait a second.
Okay.
Motherfucker, you having fun?
Oh, motherfucker.
Let's bring it back.
You having
Bring
fun?
it back.
You gonna do your job?
Streaming. We're over here.
Wow.
Anyways,
Yes.
I need you to know that
Oh god, your hands are very sweaty.
it's not
There's some drama.
sweat. It's
Clammy,
more of a
clammy.
clam musk. But I'm
Ew.
respectful about it.
Ew. Nasty. All right, tell me. What would be important for me to know is your perk?
Can't stand.
What happened?
What are you spilling on the power bar? You're the worst. You're the worst. You're the actual worst.
Oh my god.
We'll just wait for him to finish, I guess. We're here for Nico, of course. Alright, so really quick, we're just gonna bring it back to us.
Yes. It's all about us.
Bring back to us really quickly, because...
Okay. Do you remember the question?
I remember.
Okay.
You need to understand that I don't like Nico. Not truly.
Can you not?
Yeah, I don't know. If I'm being serious, I'm not sure. What would you
Is there some? Okay, so let's say you were gonna date someone, or you started dating someone, and there's something that you absolutely feel like you have to tell them, and it would be a deal breaker if you didn't. Like basically.
I don't have any such feelings.
You don't have any what?
Such feelings, like something they need to know, like what? Like I used to kill
I don't know,
people?
like
I
what?
mean, that happens.
What?
What
You
did
just kill
your one
people?
killer kung fu wolfer say? You kill one man, you kill the dozen. You're a lawyer, you know what I'm talking about.
No, I'm not. All right, enough is enough. Okay, actually though.
No, I actually don't know. I actually don't think like that. I think they would need to know or it'd be a deal breaker.
Is there anything you've experienced in your relationships that you feel like was a problem that you might have to bring up to like a future partner? I feel like you're not telling me something.
I'm being
I feel
as
like you're not
honest
being
as I
honest.
can.
You have to be honest in this experiment. You have to be truly, deeply honest. You gotta tell me the truth.
I'm
level
trying
with me.
to be, but you don't want to believe me. I'm telling you something.
That you don't like Nico. Is that what that was?
They need to know this before they get invested in me.
That you don't like your friend.
Exactly how you said it. I can't stand him.
Okay, we're
Exactly
moving,
as you put it.
we're
Let's
moving
move on.
from this.
Let's
All
move
right.
on.
So you gotta do this one. Oh, it's blocked it. We have to scroll up a little. It's the one up there. Yeah.
28?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell your partner what you like about them. Oh, this is going to be very heartwarming, I'm sure. Be very honest this time. Saying things that you might not say to someone you've just met.
What?
This is rough. You should have did this with Jock. This is rough. This is
Yeah, me and Jacques did this when we first started dating, actually.
Did you guys actually do it?
Yeah,
How'd
we
it go?
actually did. It was good. We had a lot of deep talks.
Are you guys stronger for it?
I don't know if we're stronger for it. I think it helped.
It's all you got from me, buddy. Head on.
You know what? Me and
Say no more. You're the strong silent type. Don't worry about it.
Me and
I got
Jacques
you.
are very simple people. Drugs.
Oh.
Drugs.
Did you She sped up her speech and changed her language.
Anyways, okay, what do I like about you? And I have to be very honest. Something I wouldn't say to you if I had just met you. I mean,
Go ahead.
I didn't like you when I first
You saw that.
I'm joking.
No. Say it with your chest. Say it with chest.
I'm joking.
Don't change what you're saying just for the audience. Say what you're saying.
Not for the audience. Obviously, I didn't dislike you when I first met you. You disliked me, actually. I showed you Eric Andre, and you just looked at me, and you were like, I'm done with this bitch.
What do you mean? I'm an Eric Andre fan.
I know, it's just funny, because, like, when we first started talking, I don't know why, but, like, either you didn't remember, or I was like, do you know Eric Andre? And you were like, no. And then we showed you Eric Andre.
Yeah, I'm bad with names and faces.
Yeah, and then when I showed you, I don't know why, you looked like you were like mad, and I was just like
about Eric Andre.
I don't know.
Eric Andre,
and I was like maybe
Eric Andre is a goat.
I was like, maybe I shouldn't show someone I just met Eric Andre as like the opener.
Eric Andre is a goat.
Okay.
You know, when he's around, you know it's gonna be a good time.
Okay, so then
Like not for you.
Okay, let me
but
try
for
to
Eric.
think. Okay, what I really like about you, something I wouldn't say if I first met you. This is gonna be hard
Don't
because
do
like
that with your face. Dude.
Why?
What'd you just do?
What?
What'd you just do?
No, I was just. making weird faces while I thought. I'm trying to think, because the thing is like I would probably I'm not really scared to say shit to people. So
what would you not say? There's nothing you wouldn't say. You don't really bite your words. Everything you just
I know.
and it comes out your mouth.
Yeah. So like, okay, let me just say what I really like about you then, because like that one doesn't really apply.
Go for it.
Okay, so I mean, I feel like I talked about this last time, but I really like how I feel like you are open to like always open to discuss things. Like you're always open to talk, and that's like really important to me in a friend or in a person, because if I feel like I'm being dismissed or cut off, like I shut down and I'm like, oh, like, you know, I'm not gonna like fucking bother or trigger this person anymore. But with you, I feel like if I want to open up about something, you talk about something, you just listen. You're just there.
I'm always gonna tell you about yourself, so you know.
Yeah, that's all I do.
Someone to love on the inside.
Okay, I don't know what you meant by that, but let's move on. So,
Okay,
yeah, this should be.
Share with your partner an embarrassing moment in your life. Why are we doing this right now?
You gotta tell me an embarrassing moment. It just gets worse and worse, by the way. It doesn't get any better.
Yeah, but the questions are getting like...
It's getting really...
They're definitely getting more coupley.
Yeah.
The deeper you go, it's like, it's not going to work out for me.
But no, it's okay, because it's like...
fine, like, it's whatever.
We can, like...
You can still relate it to a friendship, right?
Yeah,
like, it's not,
we can
it's
switch
not
it up just for, like, friendship.
Okay.
Embarrassing story, I'm excited for this one.
Embarrassing
What does
story.
Alex get embarrassed by?
I don't know, man. I'm trying to think. Embarrassing. I guess, like, maybe, like, when you have to shit at the party. Something of that nature. I don't know, like, that's rough.
But it's really loud at parties, so, like, no one would really know.
It's never the sound, it's the scent. You gotta come out and you gotta own up to that. If anybody sees you leave the bathroom, you gotta own up to that. You literally gotta own up to that shit.
That's why you gotta wait a bit.
Wait, what? In the bathroom, people are not in? It's the one bathroom in the whole party.
That's okay.
Is it okay?
Do you know how many times I was in the bathroom drunk and like people were banging on the door? I'm like, wait.
I mean, I think when you're drunk, it's more acceptable at the party.
Yeah.
But when you're the one who lit the party up, you know, now we can't. No one can use the bathroom. You can't open it up.
Well, you just. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't get embarrassed very often, I guess. So it's hard for me. But like, if I had to think of something, that's one of those few things that like I strive to avoid.
So you do get embarrassed by something like that.
That's rough. Nobody wants to be talking. You don't want people talking about your shit at a party.
I guess so.
Literally your shit at a party. You know what I mean?
Your
Sounds like a rough afternoon. Your poops.
I guess so. I can see why.
I see somebody still eats that onion. I
mean, I guess for me, like, I feel like guys are more like it's society accepts it more when you guys like talk about like poops and farts and stuff. Whereas with women, like if I go in the bathroom and I shit, there will be like 5 women outside of my stall giggling and like insulting me for shitting in the bathroom.
Women get shit for shitting?
Yeah.
Why?
In public. Like, I mean, at least in high school, it traumatized me so much that now as an adult, like every woman is like scared of pooping. I have tricks to make it like quiet. You know, like putting toilet paper in the toilet to lie in the outside so it doesn't plop. Tricks like that.
Didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, we literally get made fun of. And
wait, talk about you know the trick too?
I know it.
Yeah, you line it.
You line the tissue, whatever inside, so then
It doesn't make the plop when you poop. If there's someone else in the bathroom, those are the tricks that women have to do.
Yo, never have I ever. I didn't even know that was a thing. Yo,
that's
what?
why I'm surprised you're embarrassed by your poops.
Yo, buddy, I didn't know there was a way to gently, when I get going,
I hear
violent
you
if you're
guys.
anywhere around there.
Do you know how many times I wait outside the men's bathroom for Jacques and I just hear everyone ripping it in there and I'm like, bro, no shame.
What are you doing standing outside a men's washroom listening to the
Waiting for Jacques. I said I'm waiting for Jacques outside the bathroom.
Area outside of the door that you can wait so you don't hear these excessive noises. You realize this, right?
You realize that I'm telling you about the first fucking time I heard it. It's not like I'm always waiting outside the
She hasn't been
bathroom,
outside a men's bathroom
enjoying
ever
the
since.
shit.
The last day.
She hasn't been outside a men's bathroom ever
A
since.
public men's washroom? Damn,
Nah. She's like, I'm good. Babes, you can find me in the books.
But the thing is I'm not
In
really.
the lawyer section. In the lawyer section.
So I'm not really bothered by it though, because I grew up in an apartment with an entire family that didn't know they had fucking like GI issues. It was normal in one bathroom, 5 people, for all of us to be shitting all the time, all right? So it doesn't bother me. However, what I'm trying to say is my experiences in school in public bathrooms were traumatizing.
She had a bad experience.
Many bad experiences. So now I try to hide my poops when I'm in the stall in public. All right?
I'm so sorry.
You're so sorry.
Yo.
They're so uncomfortable. Why?
They could be on the toilet watching it on their phone.
Anything to help my fellow person. If they really need to go, I can help them go. All right, moving on. Well, when I used to, imagine how much I shat myself because I had celiac. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's move on from this poop topic.
Poop in a loaf of bread.
Poop in a loaf of bread.
I'm baking it here.
Shut up. I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear no more. Shut up.
All right.
Okay.
When did you last cry in front of another person, and when did you last cry by yourself? I'll tell you mine if it makes you feel better.
It doesn't. I don't really.
I'm watching you now. Yo, zoom in on him.
Are we talking about literally or hypothetically? Because hypothetically, I'm crying all the time. I cry hypothetical tears all the time. I did this
Literally.
morning.
I'm talking about literally, not
literally
hypothetically.
cry. I'm not really a crier.
This guy will literally laugh until he cries.
You know what? Yeah, yo.
No, we're talking about real crying.
So ha-ha cries don't count?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often.
Okay, but when was the last time you cried by yourself, and when was the last time in front of a person?
Okay, well, we're in 2023.
You gotta tell us.
November starts with the N.
How is
Valentine's
this
Day is
relevant?
in February.
Okay, why is this relevant?
Last year was a leap year.
Stop saying random words and answer the question. You're like really dodging it.
I was not dodging it. I'm telling you, I don't know. Had to be sometime before I was 16.
You've never cried since then at all.
About what? I'm not a crier.
Really?
Yo. The only real crying I ever did is like when my parents used to beat me. If I think about it out loud, I don't even. And I don't know. Maybe when you're kids, you cry about all sorts of shit. But
then as you
since
got
like my
older,
memory of like kind of like teenager or adulthood, I don't really cry like.
So you never get really intensely emotional about things.
I don't cry. It's usually emotion just because I got emotional. Probably ends up in like something physical if I was to get like that.
So is it something
emotional.
like you just feel like do you feel like it's something like
You know,
you reject,
I
or
thought
is it just not?
So like
yeah.
I was saying this to somebody. I think I like psyched myself out. So like I think about it like I remember one time I was thinking like here it goes, about to cry, and I psyched myself out,
and then it stopped.
I turned into something stupid in my head.
Oh my
like
god!
I turned into something more theatrical.
So then you have like a coping mechanism out of crying,
which I didn't intend to build, but it's there. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, whatever works.
I didn't need to, but like I'm just not a crier. It's just
Okay.
I can get sad and I can get like deep and emotional and stuff, but like it leading me to tears is not a regular thing.
Okay, interesting.
I don't think.
Okay, so you're asking me 31.
Okay. Is 36 the last one?
Probably.
It's 36, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 31.
Okay, so I thought 35, but it's 30.
Tell your partner something that you like about them already. This is why do you always get these questions?
I don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
I think she planned it out this way.
No, I didn't. I actually didn't.
I
didn't write them and I didn't review them. They're on a website.
She just liked me from the body. It's okay. It's okay.
No, you know what? Tell me something.
You. No,
tell me.
First of all, that was your question.
I don't care. Tell me.
It's your question.
I don't want to do it again.
We can't flip
I
ourselves.
already did it like twice. Come on, do one for me.
I like the way, without asking anyone's opinion, you just shaved the back of your hair. That tells me that you're a strong, independent woman that don't need no man. Especially when you're opening up pickle jars.
Why?
Yeah, right? Like I was fighting for your rights.
Feminism.
I just don't like what you were saying.
That's what true feminism is.
Stop.
That's what true feminism is.
Nico gets it. Nico gets it.
Cancel me. Cancel. What the hell?
All right, next one. Next one.
Fresher Fit podcast.
What? Oh, this is a good question for you, actually. I like
You
this.
see, you would think that?
What, if anything, is too serious to be joked about? I want to know from this person.
I'm gonna flip this question.
Clearly not the
Stop.
cancer
Yeah,
babies
yeah.
that are about to
Yeah, exactly. So I want to flip this question. From the time you've known me, what do you think is too serious for you to joke about?
Don't flip the question with a question. I
Well,
want an answer.
you flipped my question, so flip it to you. Do I strike you as somebody who won't joke about just?
But
about
that's the thing is like you've literally said that there's no too far for you. So that's why I want to know if there actually is maybe one thing.
To joke about? Nothing. There's nothing too bad to joke about.
Really?
What you joke about and what you do is different, right? There are lots of things that like it's too far for a person to do, I think. But like to joke about, I make all sorts of jokes. I make the worst jokes. Lots of jokes I can never say on this podcast.
But you do anyway, so.
Yeah, and then I
But
cut
then
it
she
out.
cuts it out,
And
so
then
it's
I cut
fine.
it out.
I make them, but like they'll never make it to edit. You know what I mean? So it's fine. But there's nothing I won't joke about. I joke about the worst shit. I'm the worst.
But is there anything that you think that you've ever thought that maybe like you joked about and after you're like, maybe I shouldn't?
Not unless someone said something to me about it. Not unless they're like, yo, Alex, that joke was too far. I'll be like, oh shit, it was? And then I usually make another one, kind of show them that I don't really give a fuck about their opinion. But,
I
no.
love how Jake's like,
Yeah, no, to joke about, I think I'm not even actually American. I totally believe in the freedom of speech. Anything, nothing.
I mean, we have that.
We have it here. I know what I mean,
here.
but like,
yeah, I know.
But they fly that freedom of speech shit.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's one of the few flags about America that I rock with.
That's true.
I say anything. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so then basically you don't think there is anything too serious
At all.
At all.
The world's too serious.
So, actually, let me. Okay, so I want to. There's a way I want to phrase this question. So, okay, so you feel like anything can be joked about, but you do think that there are probably like distasteful jokes or like ways about it that. Do you ever think there are ways about it, the way people joke about things that's like kind of like you're like, you know?
I mean, I guess I'm sure there are times where you can be like, read the room.
Yeah, that
like
kind of
like
thing.
maybe like a time and place for a joke. Might
guess
be a better question. Maybe there are
maybe,
jokes.
but I mean, like,
You know,
even
like-
if they're
So why are
broadcasted-
Mexican jokes so non-timed or anything like
There's
this?
no time and place that a good Mexican joke doesn't land. every
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Look, she's over there
Right?
nodding. She's
Look,
like,
I'm trying. I'm trying.
He asked.
Fucking trying.
He asked.
Like, I don't win in any of these situations. Like, fuck
he
you
asked.
guys.
And then he wonders why I respond to him like this.
Y'all
You know
just
what I'm
keep riling each other up with this shit, alright?
No. Even when I don't say anything, he brings me right back to who I am.
Yeah, Nico, what the hell?
Inside.
Just imagine how I feel when you're on vacation for a week and you come back.
He loves it.
He's having a great time. Yo, where are my
Yeah,
stickers?
hold on, wait. Yeah, he loves it, right?
Where are
He
my,
acts like he doesn't like it, but he's here for the fuck.
but where are my gifts from Jamaica?
You what?
Yeah, where are yeah? Everyone's like, where the fuck are our gifts from Jamaica? Yo, that's the real question here.
Well, I've been back so long, I assumed you guys forgot.
No, where are my gifts?
I assumed y'all forgot since nobody said anything. So I was like, I gave it to the local homeless kids. They look like they needed stickers.
Yeah. You didn't get stickers, did you? You fucking liar. You fucking liar.
I get no fucking stickers.
He didn't get anybody anything. He's like, fuck you.
What was the views on nipple piercings back home?
This guy asked me the same thing. I don't know. I don't know if there was a view on it. I don't
Didn't
know.
expose your nips.
What are you talking about? I was on the beach regularly.
Oh, so did no one say anything? I don't care.
Chicks liked it.
Oh, okay.
I'm here for their opinion personally. I don't know what the guys have to say about it.
All right.
They still took my
Ask
money
me
and
the
served
next
me with respect as far as Jamaican restaurants go anyways.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, it just means that they didn't treat me any different than the guy before or after. It was rude all around, but I don't think my
Rude.
piercings had anything to do with it. Hey, man,
That's
yo,
funny.
the
Equally
Jamaican
as
guys.
rude to everybody.
Jamaica's not a real place, okay? Jamaica, the island is like a giant Jamaican restaurant. There's always food. It's good food, but
That's nice.
there's just nobody really wants to be there.
Oh my gosh, really? Jesus. Come join me, be my co-host.
It's not real though, right?
It's not real. I definitely won't cut it out.
It's not real. Can I have Doritos?
Huh? It's not mine, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal one.
Can you not?
You're so white. My little child brain retains nothing.
Me too.
What is that?
I don't know. I was playing with it, but I didn't realize probably like noise.
I don't want it. It's dirty.
What is it?
Why are you giving me dirty things all the time? Dirty person. Oh, could I have some Starburst? I want Starburst.
Sell those. She just be grabbing the shut away. All right, guys, I'm out of here.
Gimme.
But too bad. Too bad it's not around. Oh
One
man, you
more.
guys got a
You remember
big
that
box
night
of
you were
it?
eating the
Damn.
Starburst? You were sleeping, you were so drunk, and just eating
I was just like, and I was having such a hard.
And
That was so good.
then after she's like, wait, is this gluten free?
After she ate the whole thing.
Dude, I was having a panic attack. I'm like, please. It was during the snowstorm.
And she's still chewing it as she's
Really, of course.
That was funny. That was like during the storm. I was bored. It's like I was want to sleep, but like we're stuck. I'm just like eating. It was funny. That was a good night.
That was.
I don't know how I got home. Like literally 4 a.m. Uber. It was like a nightmare.
You were good for that.
The car was like, an Uber driver was literally like, don't worry, this car is 2023, I got winter tires, we're good.
Alright, fuck where he lives.
Take
Fuck where he
that.
lives.
That was
Goddamn,
there before. I didn't bring that up.
Let's wrap this up.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Sorry, so go ahead.
Okay, where were we? Oh, you're supposed to ask me this one. It's 33.
Okay. If you were to die this evening, with no opportunity to communicate with anyone, what would you most regret not having told someone? Why haven't you told them yet?
That's interesting. That's interesting. I think I would regret. I think if I were to die right now, I would regret not telling my dad, like, how I felt about him.
Are you still not told him?
Like, I think I told you we were estranged for a long time, and for the longest time we just said hi, bye, like, nothing. And even though recently I've been trying to reach out more, we've talked more, our conversations,
Still pretty mute.
all right, like, they're very much, like, he's very much an avoider, right? So, like, he doesn't like, he runs away from, like, intense emotion. He runs away from,
So
like,
if,
serious
you lead,
shit.
if you lead a conversation,
If I were to say anything, like, he gets uncomfortable and he doesn't know what to say and he'll, like, leave. So I think that if I were to die right now, I would regret not at least saying something. I guess.
I think you should tell him.
It's just, you know, I should, but, like,
Like it doesn't like
it's just from past experiences, too. Like, you know, growing up, I have a lot of trauma of, like, every time I tried to tell him, he, like, left for, like, weeks. Like, he basically couldn't deal with, like, anything I would tell him.
as an adult. Is that something you fear?
Yeah, it's, like, deeply ingrained in me, to be
Like
honest.
him leaving?
Like,
No.
him never talking to me again, yeah. Like, it's hard. Like, daddy issues, daddy issues fuck you up for life, man.
They are
Anybody
real.
want a little bit?
Very real,
We
yes.
are still recording.
Oh, sorry. I thought you guys were pausing, so.
We did it. You took forever, and we decided
We
we
just
were
decided
going
to
to move on
start.
Oh, my bad.
Love you. Yeah, I think it's more so just, like, I'm just, like, yeah, I'm scared because I feel like there's been a lot of progress. And it's like, I'm scared if I jump the gun, we're going to go back, like, 10 steps, if that makes sense. Like, I'm hoping we could get to that point. I don't know if we ever will. You know, it's one of those.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Imagine the fear of a parent like not coming, staying around.
Yeah.
So, but I still think you should. Here's the thing.
I don't know how I would go about that conversation.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so like I have
This
no
is so random.
I have no suggestions for the conversation, but like I think you should have it. Even if he was to go, I think he'd come back, and I think it'd be better that you had it than him being around every single day and you never have it. That's
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
feel
Yeah,
like-
like I get the cringe.
I'm like
but
cringing, and I'm like,
I get the cringe, but that's just a thought.
I mean,
But anyways,
it
that's a
is-
thought that you gotta work out yourself.
It's a long-term goal.
Yeah, that's a thought.
Hopefully,
that's a
I
thought
wouldn't
you gotta work
die
out yourself.
prematurely and never be able to tell him. Honestly, God
damn
forbid.
shame.
Knock on wood.
But I'm telling you right now, I'll be at your funeral. I'll let him know for you.
You don't even know how I feel about him. So what would you let him know?
She thinks you're a bitch.
No!
I'm joking, Mr. Brigida.
Mr. Brigida.
I'm assuming I'm the worst. I
What the
I call
fuck?
parents by their daughter's names first
This is
name.
Alex.
I don't even know your last name.
I mean, you're not doxing me on here, so please no. All right. So your house containing everything you own catches fire. That's all this. After saving your loved ones and pets, you have time to safely make a final dash to save any one item. What would it be and why?
6K camera.
One item, it would be the memory card then, no?
The 6K camera.
Just that? The hard drive and the...
Not the hard drives that have all our shit?
Better?
Sticky, bro. Like we have like this is a camera, yeah, but like that's a lot of space.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it's a lot of footage and stuff.
Yo.
like that.
I think I look at it like this. That footage is limited. Once we're out. With the camera, we can make as much or more as we need.
All right, but even
We can
still, like
redo.
the hard drives, like even if we save the camera, we need a new hard drive.
Yo, if I have to prioritize a single item, it's gonna be the camera.
Hard drive?
Yo, if I prioritize a single hard drive, what do we do next?
You shoot off your phone.
Huh?
Shoot off your phone.
My phone's like can do professional.
If you shoot off the
If it's this
bro,
house,
the shit that
our primary storage system, whether it's set up or not, is not even in this house.
the shit that it takes to run the camera, saving the camera alone is pointless.
No.
Yes,
Well,
you need the battery, you need the cage, you need the
All that is
poles.
cheaper to replace than replacing the camera.
Same ways you have a phone. Your
My phone can
Again-
literally record in 4K.
Again, our primary storage thing is not in this house. So why would I save one of these small storage things? Well, our primary storage thing isn't even in this house.
because it's the thing that we work off of the most.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's the thing we work off of the most.
It would not be hard to.
This is a live.
How
bait.
not?
I'm just telling you. I'm giving you my answer.
Your answer's wrong.
And there it is. And now we know how Jordan feels.
Jordan.
It's wrong. It's wrong.
And watch me.
Jordan
bring
would
it
kill
back to
you.
me.
If you had a fire and all you see was a camera, he would literally kill you.
Bro, put it like this. Not to go into too much detail, but the camera sits inside of a case. If you had the nerve to take the camera out of the case and save the one blood clot camera, fast.
Blood clot.
Okay. Say you forgot to put the camera back in the case. It's
Why would I
sitting on
forget to put it in the
computer
case?
desk.
Why? That doesn't happen anymore.
Sitting on the computer desk.
Sir, please do not argue with the producer because the producer knows what's best.
Don't argue. I want all the smoke.
I tried.
Why wouldn't you save the heart? Yo, you can work off of your phone.
Pent up feelings for a long time. Pent up
He's obviously
feelings.
been thinking about this.
He's ready. He's ready for this
Yeah.
battle. Yeah. So why?
Why? I'm saving the camera. I'm not fucking arguing with Jordan.
Damn, you could always rent
Yo, bro,
another
you can talk to my
camera.
insurance company. I'm saving the camera. Okay, there it is. Just tell him out loud.
Okay, next
It was the single
question.
most expensive piece of equipment.
What about that phone? You wouldn't say.
Alex! I'm sorry. I was trying to hand it to you to move on.
And
What happened? Oh my god, did we... Wait.
did it?
Let me find... Oh no, what happened? Oh, I found it. Okay, so ask me the next one. 35.
Okay, 35.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, folks. Remember where we are.
Derailed.
Yeah, we're derailed. Where's your mic?
Okay. Ooh, this is a tough one. Of all the people in your family, whose death would you find most disturbing and why?
Could I say someone who was disturbing, or does it have to be someone currently alive?
Would you? I guess so. It didn't specify dead or alive, so why not?
Like, what does it mean by disturbing? Like, disturbing, like I know what disturbing means, but it's like,
Do you?
yeah, yeah.
I'm disturbed right now. It's
But
us asking you this, making you disturbed.
whenever I see the word disturbing, for some reason I picture like that it was a violent death. You know what I mean? Like you know, if any of my family members had a disturbing violent death, I would be disturbed. But if they mean as in which one would hit me the most right now,
I think that's what it means, and why.
It's really hard to say. It's really hard to say because
Why?
it's like.
Because it tells your family that there's a clear person you like more than everyone else. Go ahead, look in the camera and tell them. I love you most in
I mean, I think the one that the first thought that came to mind was my mom. But then the logical side of me thought that, like, I think I would be most disturbed if my nieces died because they're young, right? They're not supposed to die before me, so I think that would disturb me the most. Bless your soul.
That was a political answer.
Jacques, what did Nico say to you? You look so disgusted.
That was a political answer.
What?
Because they're young. Come on. Who do you love the most?
No, but
in
I'm
your family?
saying that logically.
You got three kids.
I love my nieces.
You got 3 kids. Which one of them are dying first?
I love my nieces. And if I found out that my nieces at this age died, of course I would be disturbed. But, like, the first thought that came to my mind was, of course, my mom, because she's, like, my closest relative right now, right? But
Right
I think,
now?
yeah.
Do they fluctuate on a
Yes,
regular
they
basis?
do. Have you not heard my dysfunctional family stories?
Yep,
Yeah.
okay.
It really does fluctuate, so, yeah.
Okay.
I think
So your
yeah.
nieces is your answer. Final answer.
Yeah, I would say my nieces. So you're asking
no,
me the
you're
last
fifth.
one.
No, you're last one.
Huh? Oh, right. Sorry.
Okay, final question, guys. Here we go.
So share a personal problem and ask your partner's advice on how he or she might handle it. So I have to share a personal problem and ask your advice. Also ask your partner to reflect back to you how you seem to be feeling about the problem you've chosen. You have to psychoanalyze my problem and give me advice on it. Let's go.
Okay.
All right. So, okay, actually, this is good. This is a good topic. All right.
Okay.
So I do have a personal problem going on right now.
Okay.
I had a big fight with my brother.
Okay.
A really bad fight recently. It was kind of, I would say extenuating circumstances made it worse because our sink was flooding and it was early in the morning and I was feeling like I had a migraine. He was panicking. Essentially, we both were, I would say, like, really awful in the moment. And it pushed me over the edge because we had a big blow up a few months before this. It just pushed me over the edge. It just brought a lot of old feelings, old memories of when we had a lot of really bad fights. And it got to the point now where I've completely kind of distanced and disconnected myself from him.
Like right now?
Yeah.
How long ago was the sink thing? Sorry.
I think this was was it a week ago, Jacques? Do you remember? 2 weeks ago? I don't think it was 3.
Your
I
brother
think
lives with you right now, I'm assuming?
Yeah, we've been living together since June. So I basically told him, like, I essentially set a bunch of boundaries, and I was just like, I can't do it, because I felt like he was constantly pushing me into this heightened state where I was having meltdowns, and, you know, when he was in a bad state of mind, it's like we would revert, you know, to sibling stuff, and it just got really toxic, and I just couldn't deal with it anymore. So I basically set a bunch of boundaries, and I was like, I'm going to treat you as my roommate. I'm still going to treat you with respect, right? But I don't want us to be as comfortable as we were, because it's like, I have to distance myself. Mm-hmm. And the problem with my brother, and this could just be my paranoia, is I feel like he gets really petty when someone is not like, what?
Are you older or younger than your brother?
Younger.
That's probably why.
So, okay, why?
I feel like in a general sense, being an older brother, you typically pick on the younger.
You have a
one.
mic right now?
It's on. Yeah, I can hear. Like it's and I hate to say this, but it's
But
like
he always bullied me really hard when we were younger, but like to an extreme sense, I would say, because we had dysfunctional family, right?
That's not what I mean entirely.
I know.
As an older sibling, it's typically
there's the sibling
rivalry kind of like pick on stuff.
And I know it's common, but the problem is like when you grow up in a dysfunctional home, that sibling rivalry usually is not healthy. Like the way
you don't have to tell me twice. Trust me.
Yeah.
My younger brother now has more authority than I do when it comes to saying anything.
Yeah.
That's how fucked up it is in my family. So don't worry.
But
trust me, I get you.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Is like I felt like I worked on myself a lot to be better with my mental health, like to get treatment, to be better in like my life in general, and I just felt like he was regressing a lot. I don't know what he's doing in his personal time for that. Anyways, so he's being pretty petty, and there's like little things that it's like he's trying to trigger me, I feel. Like little things he's doing like randomly, like if I'm like in the bathroom, if I'm using the container to put my toothpaste and toothbrush, he randomly took it out, and I was like, what the hell, so I put it back, and then he would take it out again and like put it on the counter. I'm like, why did you do that? And he's like, why are you so aggressive? And I'm like, I'm just asking you why you're randomly moving my stuff. And he's like, I don't want it there anymore. It's crowded. Like he's grabbing the toothbrush and I
don't deal with. There's a lot of things I kind of really passive, but other people touching my toothbrush is a thing. Don't use your bare hands to touch my toothbrush.
Oh really? That's like your pet peeve?
I don't give a shit who you are. For what reason are you touching my toothbrush? It goes in my mouth.
I don't really care about that much. It's more so. It's more so the annoyance.
Yuck.
Wait, what did you say? What did you say? Okay, let's move on. So, anyways, and then there's just like little stuff like that he started to do, and he always does this. I notice it's a pattern. If I don't like, usually I'm the type that I want things to be okay and I want to make up with people, so I don't like being at odds with him. And I noticed that if it's too long of a period before I make up with him, he starts doing this shit almost like as if he's trying to like force me into this position to like make up with him. So even today, like, I just walked by him and I said something to him. He was like, oh, are we friends now? And I literally said no. Because I was just like, I felt like he was trying to cross that line again. You know what I mean? So I honestly don't know what to do, because there's a part of me that's like, I'm so fed up with the bullshit in my own home that I want to just be like, let's just talk and get this over with. But I'm so sick of always being the one to do that and then going in this toxic cycle.
He just petties it back to normal.
Yeah, basically.
Civilly have one. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like I want to stick to my guns, but at the same time, if he's going to keep this up, like, I don't know what to do. Like, I just feel like he wants me to go crazy so he can blame me.
I mean, that man would be homeless already if it was me. But
I can't do anything.
I'm sure you're asking for respect.
But he's on the lease, so I can't just, like, kick him out.
Chili powder in all his boxers. He'll be out the
If we're gonna start that, he knows it's me. He's gonna start doing it worse to me. He's already like ready. Listen, my brother. If you stop, I want to say this. The way I
produce this show,
I want to say this.
I can produce the clapback.
Listen, my brother was literally playing a Mario game with my nieces, and he was like, he's so competitive, and he was like beating them, and then even his girlfriend was like, do you feel good about yourself beating a 6-year-old? He's like, yeah. I'll fucking, like, he was like, totally, yeah, stop. Stop. Jordan, I'm not telling you shit.
Listen to these grown ass men talking about I'll beat the ass off these children.
My niece looked so sad, and I was like, just let her win once. You won like 8 times. And she stopped playing because she didn't want to play. That's what he used to do with me when we were growing up. he would always, you know what he would do? We would play games, like shooting games against each other, and he would camp outside where I spawn, and for fun, just constantly kill me. And every time we played, I was like, can you stop? Like, you're older than me. You play these games all the time. You're obviously going to be better than me. It's not fun. And he'd be like, yeah, I'll stop. And then he wouldn't stop. And this is what he did every single time. Over and
That's
over.
different.
So,
Hold on.
But that's the type of person he is.
so Jordan's like that too.
Why are you guys so
100%.
excited to talk about beating children?
Because Jordan's like that 100 fucking
They're
percent.
so
And the
excited.
worst part is not the worst part. The best part is yesterday I finally beat him for the first time in a really long time. I'm not letting him catch that win again.
Fuck all that. Because we're talking about beating
Jordan,
youths
you're
in video
petty.
games.
You're
No.
petty. Literally, grown men beating like 6.
It's not that. Yo. I've tried. So there was a time recently where I was playing Tekken with, I believe she was 8 years old or something.
Okay.
Oh!
Right. No, it wasn't her. It wasn't her. Someone else. Someone else. But hold on. So it was tied up 2-2, right? Final round. I asked the father of this child, yo, if I let her win, she's probably going to keep playing. But if I beat her, she won't play again. He's like, you're right. So I'm like, all right, cool. I know what I must do. This is the first time I ever fucking sorry for my language, let someone else win.
Yeah, but that's
right?
the point,
Hold on.
right?
Oh, fuck your point. Fuck your point. You know why?
Okay.
She had the nerve to say, I'm done, and
I'm
walk
tired.
away.
She
No, I'm tired. I'm tired.
and
She
she
just
tried to
said,
be champion.
she said, I'm done, and walked away.
You're so petty.
I'm
It's
petty?
a child.
Fam, she win quit me.
So she probably knew that she was not gonna win again.
She might have.
She cut her losses.
She might have.
I don't spend time beating. Well, I do spend time beating kids. Here's the thing: beating kids and like women and stuff like that in like sports only reminds them that I'm the man of the house type thing.
Wow.
Wait,
Cancel
wait.
Cancel him.
Hold on.
I can't believe you just said that.
I was playing.
Why would you say that?
I was going somewhere with
There's
that.
nowhere you can go with that will be acceptable. Nowhere. Absolutely
You guys
not.
are no fun.
It sounded good again.
It's your whole career. It still sounds good.
No. We're not.
She's the only one who's mad at me. It still sounds good.
Anyways, my point. Stop.
Oh my god.
Oh,
All right.
shit.
Anyways, my point is, I am.
Not a lawyer.
And my entire point was that my niece, I really wanted her to like video games. And after this incident, like my brother told me she didn't play for like the longest time. And I'm like happy she picked it up again. But the thing is like she literally looked depressed. And it's like, you know, why would they want to play if my brother's wrecking them? If like the moment they're there, he's just like.
Why does he not play around your brother?
No, but this was the first time she ever played with my brother. This was the first and only time. This was Christmas, and they were playing together.
Oh.
Yeah, there was no other instance after this that they
Happy
played together.
holidays to them.
Exactly. Merry Christmas! It was also her birthday. Her birthday and Christmas. Merry fucking Christmas and happy birthday. And then Happy New Year. Could have let her win once on her birthday, but nope.
I don't know. I feel like fighting games is one thing. Like, I'm not gonna let you win, but
It's
other
Mario.
games, like,
Mario Kart.
like,
Mario
you can-
Party.
Isn't that
team
a
up on
fight
shit.
for first place?
Literally.
You can team up on certain Mario games. You know, which one are they playing?
Mario Party.
Party. You can team up in Mario Party.
Yeah, but he was just like, there were all these ones that he was just like trying to beat them so hard.
This girl I knew, I used to play Halo with her, and then there's a point where you're flying ships in Halo, where you're flying like you're like two ships, and you're supposed to be shoot up the bad guys.
Yeah.
And he's just spend the whole time killing her. And she's like, I keep dying. I'm like, keep trying. You'll
You're
get
like
it.
my brother.
And then
Oh
she
my
spawns,
god.
and I would go. She's no idea. But I'll blow her up. This was going on for like 20 minutes.
Oh my god.
She's like, what are you laughing about? Nothing. It's
You're
like, there's
so-
never seen someone die so much in this game before.
Terrible.
And she caught on. She was not impressed when she caught on.
But you know, the thing is that when you play games with people, it's for fun, right? I know that sometimes you can
And
get
I had a
competitive.
lot of fun.
I know you had a lot of fun, but when you get so as
Your brother sounds like a
competitive,
fun guy.
no. No, not when it comes to playing games together. I don't know what it is. It's like, anyways. I'm just saying that if you get so competitive that you have to win every time and you can see that your friend's not having a good time, you should probably be nice.
If I'm being honest with you, the people who are so competitive and love to be people like that never notice that nobody else is not having a good time.
Yeah, I know.
You know who notices that no one's having a good time? Losers. That's not fair. That ain't right. We're going to get rid of that damn thing.
No, we're not.
Anyways.
What?
We digress. You needed advice.
No, wait.
Real quick, lastly, about the video game thing, real quick.
Oh, you're still on this.
Yeah, he didn't even answer the question yet, but yeah, go on.
I know.
Yeah, go on.
I also think that, like, in his position as a gamer, he should be educating the little one about, like, the benefits of losing. You know what I mean? Like, that's essentially the only way you get better.
No. He just laughed at me every time, and he was like, "You suck, Bree. You suck."
Tell him to do better. Get good at educating.
Yeah, okay, that's gonna
Yeah,
do
we'll let
so
him know.
much.
Fucking send him a memo.
Yeah.
Dedicate a whole podcast
To it,
Oh
you son
my
of a
God.
bitch. Tell him to watch that episode.
Oh my God,
I'll
no.
start off, but listen here, you son of a bitch.
Okay, let's hear your advice.
You gonna look at me? I'll be listen here, you son of a bitch. Wait, what are we talking about again?
Advice on my issue with my brother.
Oh fuck!
That's what we
Oh,
were supposed to be doing.
Oh shit! Yeah.
That was
I'm
the
here
whole
for it, I'm
point of
here
this
for it.
conversation.
You want a non-violent response?
Oh my God, yes.
Yo, because me and my
Why
brother got physical. What do you mean? When they
When we
cross
were
me,
younger.
touching my toothbrush, are you fucking nuts? I'll spear tackle my brother down the stairs. He usually ends up winning the fight. He's older, but it's alright. Fuck him. You don't want this kind of advice. A lot. Finch beat my ass a lot.
No, we used to physically fight as kids. Not as adults. As an adult, I don't want him like fucking calling the police
Probably
on
kick
me,
your ass,
man.
too.
No, I wouldn't.
Who do you think will win in a fight? You or your brother?
I don't know. Okay, tell me advice. Come on.
Okay.
No violent advice.
Okay, non-violent advice to help your brother stop fucking with your shit. Well, first of all, how did the conversation go when you said you were gonna keep it? Like,
There was no conversation. I just sent it to him, and then I just was like, "Don't talk to me."
he didn't respond though.
He didn't respond. He usually doesn't.
This seems wait, this is the person you chose to be your living domicile partner?
So, well, yeah. So we had pretty much had our relationship got better over the years,
As
right?
it does.
And then we did live together before too. Like when I was 20, we lived together for a year. And it was kind of the same as some little annoyances here and there, but we were generally okay. So I didn't think it would get this bad.
bad?
Yeah, but now that it has, I'm just yeah.
That's rough. 'Cause
Yeah, right?
I'm trying to think
I know, I'm stumped too.
because I don't know if I can live with my brothers. My brothers, don't get me wrong, I love my brothers.
Mm-hmm.
My brothers, but these guys are assholes. Living wise, they're assholes.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I would make that choice for fun.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Why would you just say no to drugs?
Yeah, I did it for
And
fun.
older brothers.
No, I didn't do it for fun.
He's touching your toothbrush. That demands violence to me. But I digress.
I don't even think it was my toothbrush. It was my dog's toothbrush or something. It was something random. But it was my toothpaste and then a toothbrush. And then, yeah.
Well, I think you guys have to. For one, I think you guys have to have a serious conversation. You guys have to be able to have one. Maybe have a mediator of
Why
some
do
kind.
I have to do it though?
It doesn't have to be. Well,
It's always me. He hasn't even tried.
here's the thing. I find making the argument of one person tries to go down a respectful route and another doesn't, and then you decide, well, fuck it, I don't want to do respectful either. There's two wrongs and a right. You know what I mean?
I agree with you, but at the same time, it's the last time we had a conversation about it, and in the moment he's reasonable. Then he goes back to the weird toxic boundary overstepping where it's when he gets fed up, I'm his punching bag all of a sudden.
So well then
All of a sudden he can
But
go
what I'm
banging on
saying
my
is
door yelling at me.
But maybe it has to be more of okay, well, I mean, is the option not to live with him a thing?
Well, I'm hoping, honestly, it sounds bad, but I'm hoping he moves out by June because he says he will. He wants to move out with his girlfriend.
Okay.
So that is a possibility in the future.
But maybe that's what you have to put on the boundaries. Hey, if this is not going to work, then maybe the living situation isn't going to work.
I know, but I don't want to lose an apartment. It's such a good deal.
I don't. That's like not leaving a guy who abused you because you leave CDs in your car. Don't do that to yourself. That's a stupid reason.
Yeah, but
Continue
no,
living
it's not a
with
stupid reason.
It's a stupid
The living situation in Toronto. Are you kidding me?
It's a rough situation, but what? So what's the plan? Go crazy? Well,
Yeah, I really don't.
Just to keep the rent right.
So homeless is better. Homeless is better. I don't want to be homeless again.
You ever met Bubs? Bubs is doing okay.
Who the fuck is Bubs? What the fuck are you talking about? Who the fuck is Bubs? What are you saying? From where?
The water. Baltimore.
Is he some homeless person that went viral? Am I missing something here?
No, we're just watching a show. I'm sorry, I was being stupid.
Oh, what show is it?
Yo, you violate those Starbursts, eh?
I love Starburst.
I think you would like the show.
Yeah?
I think you'd love
What is
The
it
Wire.
called?
The Wire.
Oh, I've heard of this. I've been meaning to watch it actually.
It's on Crave.
It's on my list.
That's a show.
It's on my list.
Thoroughly impressed.
It's on my list actually. I've heard it's really good.
All that legal
Okay,
stuff
so
is-
your advice was to
My-
either be homeless.
I don't.
Or-
Obviously, I don't. I'm really not trying to be that black and white with it. I'm just saying
Yeah.
you guys need to talk, but this is almost the same thing with kids, right? Like there's gotta be boundaries on how far they can push stuff, but then there's gotta be real repercussions, or else what's the point of the boundary?
So what would you say
You understand
if
what I'm
like
saying?
I already set these boundaries before, like multiple times?
But there's not no real repercussions behind it, and you've showed him.
Well,
that
to
from
me, the
first time.
repercussion right now is basically me like not talking to him and distancing myself because I can't think of anything else.
You think he's breaking the spirit? You think he's really suffering over this?
I mean,
This is a man who beats kids at games.
I
Probably
used to walk his dog for free because I worked from home and he used to have to have a dog walker, and now I said I'm not walking the dog anymore, so he is actually having to pay for a dog walker. Like I basically set a bunch of like things where I was like helping him before, and now I'm not
What
doing
I'm saying
it.
is, well, you're bringing it up, so I'm assuming these aren't enough of results for you, though.
Well, yeah, because he's like just starting shit
Yeah.
in my
so
own home. So
There
like,
has to, again, so there has to be a repercussion that's like really gonna stick.
so what would be the repercussion that you suggest?
Well, that's your brother. You got to know what will actually affect him. Right, it's your brother. I can't
honestly,
tell you that.
as
What
fuck-
affects me from what
Honestly,
affects
it's
you.
money. That's
Huh?
why I did the dog thing, because I was like, he
So
like
then
he's
tighten
like,
it up more.
hmm?
Just keep tightening it up more then.
I don't know how to do that.
So he moves out in June. What's your plan in June?
I'll look at a roommate or something.
So just speed that process up.
How?
What do you mean? Like I said, tell him if it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. It's your
I've
brother,
asked him if he would move out because I was like, I haven't. He's like, I'm not moving out until maybe June.
I guess you can't force him to do that.
Yeah. I know, it's a tough situation. It's
That's
like,
tough. Yeah, you guys are like
right?
locked in like legally almost.
Yeah.
It's pretty weird.
yeah.
Yeah, it's guys are. That's a tough like. That's the different than like you living with a friend who's like not on anything.
Yeah.
But if he's on the legal lease, yeah. What you can
That's
do
the
is kind of
problem.
limited,
Yeah.
especially if you plan out Thanksgiving with the family again. It's kind of rough.
I just
Explain to
wonder
Mom-
if-
explain to mom why all his clothes are burned or something crazy. Like that. I don't know. See, like, here's the thing, if I don't gotta worry about it anyway, like I just get down in the trenches, just turn it to a full. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, go. Like,
Jordan.
I sing to.
You think I haven't been down this route?
Like, I just sing to someone here.
Don't move his toothbrush. Spit on his toothbrush. Clean the toilet with it.
Clean your bum with it. Scratch your butthole.
I'm not doing that.
And you're not willing to get as low as he is.
Yes, I'm not. Why would I want to? Why would I want to be as low as he is? What the fuck, you guys?
And what I'm saying. Okay,
So you're saying that's the solution?
No. Okay.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I don't want to. Yeah. I'm saying to you. It's okay. I'm saying to you that you've got one of two routes, right? Either you're gonna be the mature person, and if you're gonna be the mature person, then it's gonna be you who initiates the conversation. It's gonna be that's what it is. That's what it means to be the mature one. Mature. I love that word.
Mature.
The mature one.
I don't see it as being mature though. I just see it as like, your tolerance level to bullshit. Because it's like,
Yeah, that's what's maturity is tolerance. Like,
No, but I mean, like, I don't have to have a conversation with them. Like, I could.
You do if you expect any sort of resolution to this.
But there is no resolution because he has a pattern, right? Like, they'll be resolved for a short while and then he'll go right back into it. It'll be the same bullshit. It's like a repeated cycle.
Then do it the other way. Go to war with him.
Go to war.
Go straight.
I'm
saying that like for funds, but I'm also being. I'm being serious, like if you can't civilly talk this out.
I mean, the way that I am is like I do things like I reflect things back to you. So when he moved my stuff and he was like, I'm moving it. So I was like, well, he's using my spot for his shit. So I moved all his shit and shoved it in his area in the bathroom. And that was basically my retaliation because that's as far as I was going to go. I didn't want to escalate it. I didn't want to go like, tenfold and escalate it to a whole full-on war.
Put his stuff in the sink.
No.
What's wrong with the war? He's your brother. What's wrong with the war?
I mean, if he keeps doing shit, then I'm gonna just do
What
it
was
back
that?
as equally as possible.
He takes it too far though.
Yeah, Jacques knows. He takes it too far. He'll go as far as possible.
So
He has so much, I don't know what it is. He has this like demon inside of him, and he's just willing to kill me at some point. Huh?
What?
Yeah, probably.
That's harsh.
No, honestly, it is possible.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I don't mean harsh as you're lying, but I mean harsh as that's harsh. That's your brother.
It's true. Maybe he does.
He's your brother, so.
They lived in their dad's house in the basement.
Yeah.
And she hated him, so she'd do everything possible to fuck with him, and even go to a point of trying to talk to her dad to kick him out, type of situation. And he couldn't take it anymore, and he left.
Yeah.
So-
she hates him.
That's
She made it known.
Personally, even me and my brother's younger than me, but these guys know a little bit of my background here. But personally, if it was up to my brother, I would not have anything to do with my mother anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would completely cut me out of our family.
Wow.
So I do understand what you're saying, but at the same time, as much as my brother would kick me out of the family, there's nothing in this world that he wouldn't do to also quote unquote protect me.
That's so mixed up.
I know, but
Wait, what?
Toxic.
Sounds toxic.
Dysfunctional.
Sounds like he beats
Yeah.
you, but then strokes you after. It's okay, little
It's
brother.
it's the pushing.
You're right in the eyes. Okay, little brother. It
Or it's
happens
like-
to all of
I'm the
us.
only one that can fuck with you, but no one else can.
But and
Wait, go on. What
Can't
were
see
you saying?
anything. It's bright.
Yeah.
no, I was just saying with me and my brother, my family is very dysfunctional. My mom, because of my past, my mom was kind of obligated to listen and believe my brother a little bit more than me. I wasn't always the good child, if you would, So by that, anything my brother said, it was automatically believed. There was one time.
That's annoying.
It was one time I just came out of the hospital from mental.
Yo, stop. What the fuck are you talking about right
He's
now?
telling
If you
a
don't-
story.
Fuck him.
He's
What?
getting vulnerable here.
Vulnerable my ass, buddy. You better go smoke some shisha. Yo, move on. What the fuck? I'm why the fuck are we listening to Nico's story right now?
Why not?
It's nothing for. He hates you. We get it. Your brother hates you too.
Wow.
Thank you for coming to our podcast. I'm sorry.
You didn't answer the full question.
Yo,
There's one more part to it. You have to reflect back on how I seem to be feeling about this problem. That was
Sorry, that might have been rough. I just.
That
realized.
was so rough.
I think my blood sugar.
Poor
is low,
Nico.
So it's like that.
guys, I think I gotta go home now.
Nico! Tell us the story.
This guy's the only one that I know that can add fillers to a conversation.
Conversation. He's talking. He goes.
You're trying to stay on the surface.
I'm trying to stay on the surface, and he's trying to swim deep. I'm sitting there what the fuck is Nico talking about?
Alex is this is sounding sad as fuck.
Yo, what the
love that.
hell is he talking about? Where are we right now?
So wait. Is this podcast not called Derailed?
No, yo,
It's not called
derailed
Derailed. So
something.
is
I'm
my
dying.
conversation not relevant then?
At all.
Well, I
God.
think you kind of agreed with me rather than disagree with me because I asked if my question was relevant. You said at all. That's not completely answering it.
He's trying to be smart.
He's so
I
mad.
strike him as a guy who.
All right,
pushed a
how
lamp
do I
over.
feel about my situation?
That's what I was about to. Hey, you can't say it. Now I've said it. Now you
What?
said it. I was about to go. How does this make you feel?
No, you're supposed to say.
Oh, am I supposed to tell you how
Yeah,
it makes you feel?
how I seem to feel about the situation.
Oh,
That's the last part of the question.
You strike. Well, you're truly bothered by it for one.
Yeah.
I think it kind of hurts you on some level.
Yes.
Like your relationship with your whole family seems to.
Yeah.
Seems like a triggered, crying into a pillow type situation. I'm not even really gonna get deep because we're on camera and all that stuff.
Small violin.
Real men don't cry.
Can you not?
But I'm starting to see a trend of you don't really know how to talk to any of your family, really.
Well, yeah.
Like about the shit that matters, anyway.
Yeah.
You don't seem to know how to approach these
None
subjects
of them
at all.
really talk about what they should be talking about.
Do
It's
you have
really...
a therapist of any sort?
Sorry?
Do you have a therapist of any sort?
I did. I actually brought my mom to a therapy session a few times, which I think is why it helped our relationship.
Okay.
But she's the only one who seems to be willing to do any family therapy.
Is your therapist not able to give you any advice on how to broach them?
Well, they're more of like they more deal with like personal. They're not really like a certified like family therapist or anything. So they give me like suggestions and they help me. But honestly, one thing too, I haven't talked to them in the last few weeks, so they don't know about the situation yet. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting from it. You don't really know how to
Yeah.
approach it. I think that should be like your number one thing to look into, like how to talk to your
Yeah.
family. Because it's clear your family is important to you, but like,
It's really hard. They make it so hard.
like your relationship with them is
They make it so hard.
fucked to say the least, and you don't seem to know how to deal with it.
It took like, 4 years for my mom to stop crying every time I would bring up something and actually talk to me about it. So like, it's like there's some times where I'm just like, I try to have a conversation with my family and it just becomes this huge fight for no reason. And yeah, I guess it's just a reality.
It's really
of it.
weird for a person who speaks their mind all the time to not be able to say what's on it.
Because the problem is that all of our family speaks their mind, but they're like not healed, I guess, if that sounds like I'm not healed. I'm still healing.
Is your family open-minded to conversations, or is it's kind of like old
Doesn't
school?
sound
So-
like
It
they're
sounds like
open-minded
they're
to
kind
shit.
of old school, where they're very like.
Most of them
This
are
is
not.
what we know,
My
right?
mom is pretty open-minded, but she has the same problem the rest of my family does. Where this is where I feel like they have like a lot of undiagnosed issues, where they seem to forget things a lot. So because like I'll have a conversation with like maybe my mom or my brother, and then when I feel like we've resolved it, it's like 6 months later. It's as if we're back in the same place. They don't even remember us even talking about it ever. So it's like this. It's just like a trip, man. It's a
So
fucking
that's a
trip.
pattern with the whole family. It's not
It's
just
the
him.
whole family, yeah. This is why I think they all have fucking ADHD and they're not diagnosed. They need like because I have ADHD. Like, come on, like I went and sought help. They're all just like simmering in their problems.
Is that hereditary ADHD, or is it?
It's passed down, yeah,
It's hereditary.
yeah. And on it, like it's very likely that like my parents. 100%. Like my dad's a hoarder, and he has no sense of time. He's late all the time. He like he.
She clearly doesn't know Black or Spanish people. Why? How many times has Alex been on time to this podcast?
Super quick. Yo, later, Jamil.
Never. That's why I suspect.
Oh, you're fucking giggling.
That's why I suspect
You're
ADHD.
giggling over there, motherfucker.
I think
giggling?
that stereotype is just.
The only person
I
more
think
late
that
than me in
stereotype-
life is you in life. You know that, right?
I'm just saying. I just think that stereotype is like unfairly labeled as like a race thing. It's probably just like.
No, I can't speak for
It's probably
Blacks,
just
but
like I'm
Latinos,
just saying that like with anyone who has like issues with
Is anyone
time,
gonna-
it's usually like an ADHD thing.
I can't speak for the Black community, but
Yeah,
for
of
the
course.
Latino community, if you tell me 4 o'clock, there's no way I'm there before 6. No fucking way I'm there before 6.
Yeah, black people, you gotta like.
Thank you. See, she just confirmed my fucking.
Yo.
They'll be their
She just
8,
exactly.
probably
I'm telling
9,
you.
You're
Debatably.
Oh.
No.
Debatably. If
You
it's
have
for
to give
work,
them an earlier
if you're
time.
paying us to be there on time, it's a different story.
Okay, but
Oh,
that's
but
being
yeah, but
paid.
that's different.
That's
I'm just
different.
saying.
But I'm talking
then-
about we're
so then-
late to work, like we're
Oh.
or like
Oh,
things
never,
like
never,
that.
never,
That's
no.
what I'm
I'm
talking
talking
about.
about,
Like
like,
the
family
things,
or family
the
functions,
things
sorry.
that matter, right? Is
I
like
mean-
it, you know.
Yeah,
But-
my work has a
Ow.
running gag about me because I'm always late.
Same.
Don't get me wrong. No, I am easily one of my work's best employees, but
Same.
they can count on the job's gonna get done. No one's gonna get hurt, and Alex is gonna be late every time. Yo, buddy.
Yeah, so
You digress.
I think the general consensus of this entire issue is just that my family needs therapy.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys would really thrive from a group session.
Oh,
A couple group sessions.
good luck convincing the entire family to go, because
I'm
like,
not gonna do this.
literally, I'm just saying.
One-on-one.
I'm saying it. I've had one. So me and my mom have had a lot of this. My dad therapy. You say therapy like he disappears. Like we don't. Where is he? I don't know. Like he's gone. My brother.
You'll be like, oh yeah, I'll see you
My
there.
brother, I already went
Or
to
next
therapy.
year.
I already went. Like as if they're cured. You know. Like it's the most frustrating thing ever. Like I've been trying to convince my family to go to therapy for like 10 years.
As
10
if
years.
They're cured. As if
Literally.
It was a vaccine
They're like,
shot.
I went, like, yeah,
in their
I
arm.
got my one therapy session. I'm good, you know?
Your-
Talking about it.
the trial session, the free one that they give you at the beginning. I was there. I'm cured.
Literally.
I'm a new man. I can speak women.
What? I'm just buzzing that just because
Oh shit.
what the fuck was that?
Oh shit.
Anyways, I think that's...
Look, I'm crying.
I think-
Fuck, Jordan's right.
Wow! Oh my god.
Oh.
You know what? I wonder if he really cried real sad tears, but, you know, made it look like they were tears of
Maybe,
happiness.
I don't know, but I can definitely, like, I take stupid jokes in my head too far. I'll be crying and laughing at myself. I'm the only person in the room laughing. I'm tearing up. I'm like, holy fuck, that was so funny.
Well, I mean, as long as it makes you happy, that's all that matters.
That's it right there. That's it right there. Put that on a fucking sticker.
Yeah.
As long as it makes me happy.
Have a shirt. That's all that matters.
Right?
We need shirts, actually. We really
We
do.
do need some merchandise.
Yeah, we gotta
We're
make
working on it. We'll get there.
So remember to like, comment, subscribe.
I'm Alex.
I'm B.
Peace.
Thanks for joining us. You hear the audience? I'm not putting that in.
Yeah,
Well, then we're not watching you next time.
You listen, you know what Nico said to me?
The
The episode with him in it aired today, and he's like, yo, I'm actually gonna watch that today. Nico doesn't even watch our own podcast except when he's
Yo,
in
man,
it.
fuck Nico. Yeah,
You're
fuck
watching
Nico.
the episode today with you in it,
But it just
not
released
the others.
today.
Yo, can we actually do a
I'm
proper
joking.
outro though?
Yeah.
'Cause
What should
I
the
did
proper-
fuck it up.
Yeah, we
By
talked,
jumping
we
and
talked,
say,
yeah.
and we're the audience.
How
Yeah.
could you?
Like, follow, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. I'm B.
I'm Alex.
Can we
And
give
thank you.
hashtags for like the
You
subscribe?
ruined it again. Why did you do this?
Alex said.
We're trying to do the
We're not doing
outro. There's so much time. We're done. This is done.
I don't know what it's like to be
I know. They don't know the
Stressed
struggle.
out.
They don't know the
What it's
struggle.
like to be me. Jesus Christ.
Okay, we're done. We're done. Go to bed.
God.
Good night.